Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the open book, the first one of 2026. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. Okay. Look, I was like yesterday on the first, I broke. Okay. Just like how the past tense form of break, I broke. Okay, I said I am resting. I am just chilling. Baby, I caught up on some shows. I've been watching Netflix and just relaxing, y'all. Like yesterday, the first day, I said, this is how I'm just going with the flow. And so, but best believe I still keep up. Okay. But I just chilled out yesterday. I chilled out. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to you. Welcome to 2026. We made it. All praises unto God. Thank you, Jesus. Happy Kwanzaa. Okay, for everyone that celebrates Kwanzaa. And you know what, y'all? I have a guy that I follow on Facebook, and he actually writes out because I forget the days and what they mean and so forth. I'm gonna start sharing those because he does some really good posts about Kwanzaa. So I want to share some of those too with you all. But make sure you tap that like button. Let everyone know we are live. Okay, let's see who we have here so far. Good morning, T. Smith is in the building. Thank you for joining, sis, and thank you for being first in the building. Good morning, Stephanie. Welcome. Grand Rising 71 Suburban Girl is in the building. Good morning, Gretchen. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Glenda. Thank you for joining. Good morning. It's been a minute. Had a lot going on, but God came through. Come on, God. Okay. Coming through all the time. Well, welcome. Hi, Melinda. Good morning. Happy New Year. Stephanie said, thank you to whoever gifted me the sub. Um, you know what? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember who did it, but welcome to the open book members. I know someone gifted 10 one time, and then the other day, but I think those people were actually in the chat yesterday or no, the day before. So I'm not sure, but welcome. Congratulations. Hey, it is what it is. Welcome. She's taken. Good morning. Hey, Tim, welcome. Yes, it is Justice for Romeca. Okay. Hey, Latte is in the building. Good morning, sis. Thank you for tapping in this morning. Good morning, Missy Lane. And hi, Robin. She said, I'm working and listening. Okay. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you being here. We're not going to be on too long this morning, y'all. But I just had to come on and kind of talk about something that was just bothering me yesterday. It's just, mm, mm, mm. Y'all, it's just too much sometimes. And you just sometimes just gotta take a break and just think like, wow, how did we get here with this whole case and situation? And yesterday, hey Tabany, yesterday, as many of you know, Carlos did a couple of posts, okay, that we're going to kind of talk about from yesterday. Now, let me also say that this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Okay, she said too long. Girl, okay. So yesterday in Romeca News, Carlos, okay, her son's father, the man who was on the scene September the 8th, while both of his babies' mothers was there, okay, one ended up unalive. One that was not, she was not armed, okay, but on September the 8th, for anyone who's just tapping into this, Romeca Meeks Blackman lost her life to the hands of Khadijah Johnson, which is currently in jail, indicted on first degree murder. Okay. Let's see here. Gretchen said 5 days until court. Now the mouth comes out. You better clock it, Gretchen. Okay, because I was about to say, how many days do we have left? Okay, because we are not crazy. We are not crazy. Welcome, Nutra. Thank you, Nutra. Thank you for joining. Okay. We know that. Hey, man, hold on, y'all, 1 second. Good morning, Becca. We know that in 5 days, on January the 7th, actually next Wednesday, okay, is the next court hearing for Quadasia Johnson, uh, known as Holly Johnson. And this is an important court date, y'all. A very important court date. This is where we'll hear more about the discovery and things of that sort. And I'm hearing that her defense attorneys, got their own investigators as well, and that they have some footage that they're going to show too, pertaining to that witness, okay, which is a very critical witness in this case, witness number 3. Now, witness number 1 is Carlos. Okay. Now, given the history and the things that Romeca even shared on her post and so forth, about him always being a liar, I don't know how much I would put faith in that witness. Okay. If a witness, that's all people say, they just lie, you're lying. Your former friends saying you're lying. Okay. Your baby's mother, your son's mother says you lie. Well, then why I'm gonna put so much faith and hope in you, and you and the other person on the scene? Okay, which is so, y'all, this is what's so funny. You are the other person on the scene, the crime scene, right? But and welcome everyone just coming in. Thank y'all so much for tapping in this morning. Good morning. Um, you were there, but during the narrative and the testimony and your statement that's on paperwork, you leave yourself out. Like, how are you a witness and we never see you talking about your part in this? You never even mentioned. Let's just say you had nothing to do with it, right? Nothing to do with it. Well, would you have brought up the fact that you possibly were holding her and you casually laid her on the ground, or uh maybe did you go over and mention that Romeca was on the ground and I didn't want to move her too much. Oh, but we're hearing that you did turn her over. At what point were you going to put that part into the story? How did you leave yourself completely? When I say completely, completely out of the story. Now, the main thing that we heard, that I'm talking about in the police reports. Okay, now, one of the things when he went back to add to the story or his testimony a couple of hours after the fact, okay, all of this, I told my baby mama, to don't do this, get back in the car, and all of this, my baby mama, this, baby mama, that. Like, I'm curious to know, did he ever call her that in real life? Like these little nicknames, baby mama, I love you, baby mama. Like, what did you call her when she was alive? Okay, because it just seems like it's coming across as fake to me. It could be just me, but it's just coming across fake. I'm like, his conscience is hunting him. He realizes he really messed up. Seeing Romeca land there like that is killing him. I pray they both are hunted until they break. Okay, girl. Yeah, it's something bothering him, and I want to believe there's some real genuine feelings up in there. But in my own just opinion, I just feel differently. I feel that The pressure is on. This court date is coming up, and all of a sudden, if y'all notice, every time when he comes out, it is to garner some form of sympathy. Okay, I call him the forever victim. Okay, and everything he posts, it has a strategy, a purpose. Okay, now if we go back to September the 8th, 2025, where was this energy that day? Okay, that dense motion is weak. I can see through the mess. Hello. A lot of people can. Hey, Rhonda. She said he posted this because he know court is coming up and he trying to show the judge he feeling remorse. Exactly. Good morning, V. Thank you for tapping in this morning. Exactly. Okay. See, we've been following you in this case since September. Okay. We've come across a lot of things, and I'm going to show you all, just to refresh our memories, a couple of posts from Romeca. Okay. When he talks about it, he talks about it as if we haven't seen certain things. Like we're crazy, or that the family hasn't spoken up about certain things. Like, who are you trying to confuse and trying to impress with this narrative? And I don't know. I just was like, I can see hearing him speak and how things were being put out there. Y'all, if we not even with him on any level, we don't share a child with him. If he was getting on our nerves with the gaslighting and the lying, I can only imagine how much he got on Romeca's nerves. One thing I can't stand is somebody who lies. I cannot stand a liar, and I can't stand a gaslighter. Okay? I can see through fake. I can tell when you're fake. I can tell when you're trying to put on. Some people don't have that, that little radar. But child, the gaslighting and the lying hit an all-time high. Okay? I don't see how she put up with it for that long. I would have, oh, Lord. No, no. Okay. We're not going to even go there. It's just ridiculous. And witness number one should have told the truth day one. He tried to lie from the first moment. Thank you. Hey, Philly Girl Juice, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, it's too much. But see, this is my thing. And I said, hey, my sis is in the building daily. Sizzler Jazzy J. Good morning, sis. Thank you for tapping in this morning. Yeah, see, this is my thing. And I brought this up on the last live. If you have not been indicted for anything yet, okay, your name is only as a witness. So why are you trying so hard to convince everyone of something else? Why are you trying so hard to protect your name, your character, how people view you, if you are not even on there with the charge? I mean, make that make sense. He's spending more time trying to make his character look a certain type of way than speaking up for Holly. Okay. He out here, Holly's in jail coming up on one of crucial court hearing on the 7th. You would have thought he would have been posting free Holly. Y'all, has he ever posted hashtag free Holly, hashtag get Holly out of jail? One of the main people that you would think would post free Holly is saying, I miss Romeca. I was like, when did he post free Holly? I mean, if I missed it, y'all let me know. Maybe I missed a post. Did he make a post? Did he put a picture or say, my baby mama, free her, get her out of there? She didn't mean to do this. This is self-defense. Maybe I missed the post. Okay. Melinda said, whatever video they have don't matter. Romeca pulled up to see Carlos. Remember, she didn't know what Holly looked like. Regardless, Romeca didn't hop out with the weapon, so her being shot was unnecessary. Right. She was unarmed. I go back to that. She was unarmed. Okay, we've had so many black men and women that have lost their lives in the hands of police officers, and we come ready, okay, fighting for justice. That why was this person killed? They didn't even have a weapon. There have been numerous marches and things of that sort. Where's that same energy in this situation? Romeca did not have a weapon. Okay, we're missing even that part on that level. We don't even hear too many people saying, man, that's messed up. This girl didn't even come there with that type of energy. She didn't even come there. No knife, no gun, no nothing. But she ended up losing her life. How did we get here? Like, where's that conversation? You know, we have it when it was so many, y'all, so many. Oh my gosh. Orlando Castile. He had one, but guess what? The thing of it is, he told the officer and still lost his life. The Sterling man, I forgot his first name, out of New Orleans. Okay. Uh, the other guy, I just saw his picture the other day too, that was standing by the store, choked to death. Talking about some cigarettes, selling cigarettes, lost his life. We were doing marches after march. And then here you have a black woman shot by another black woman, which is sad. She was unarmed, but nobody's mentioning that part. No one's mentioning that. Yes, as if he's being coached by a lawyer. Right. Like, I mean, you're not on. See, that makes you look extra guilty, though. If you haven't been charged with anything, my best suggestion is to sit down and be quiet. You haven't been charged with anything. But because it's so much pre-work, okay, let me fix this. They thinking this. You so worried about what people saying and thinking. Why? We not in the court. We're not jurors. We're not the judge. We're not lawyers. So why does our opinion matter so much? Okay, nobody feels sorry. Romeca is whipping him, and every time he comes to social media, he's seeing her pictures. It's driving him crazy. Now, Gretchen, I can believe that. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Everyone knows he's faking with these posts, and Holly gonna lose her mind when she sees his posts. Right. She probably wondering, I'm in here fighting for my life. Okay. And in jail, I'm pregnant with your child in jail on top of that. And you out there posting you miss your other baby mama that's still not here, that is not here. See, Holly thought with that, oh, Romeca, she's gone. I got rid of her. No, her spirit still lives. You log onto social media, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. You will see pictures, videos, till justice is served. She said, hey, LaShonda, she said, Obi, have you ever thought that Carlos might have been scared of Holly at some point? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out in that moment. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up. It is for free. I don't know what level of crazy, and I'm not trying to be funny, but some people, if they snap per se, because I'm trying to think of how to, yeah, and y'all may understand where I'm going with this. Like, if a person snaps and you didn't have any idea that they were gonna pull that weapon out and just start shooting up the place, then yeah, I could possibly see that. But for the fact that he told Romeca in those moments that she's about, now allegedly, she's about to go get that gun. She's going to go get her gun. Then you knew on that day. And check this out. This will be another thing because in the statement, it was like Romeca landed a punch, okay, and Holly was like, "Please don't do this," or something to that effect. Okay, my thing is this: in that moment, when Holly either pulled it out, okay, or went and got it, did you say stop? What the heck or hell are you doing? When I say where was this energy on September the 8th, these are your baby's mothers, your children's mothers. Okay, one is unarmed, one is going to get or pull out a weapon, a loaded weapon. Okay, and anytime, because I didn't see you put this in the statement, did you say stop, don't do it? Did you try to stand in front of Romeca and say, hey, this is going too far? No, you're not doing this. It's my son's mom. Now y'all got to work this out. We got to talk about this thing. We got to get this together. What in the world are you about to do? Was there ever that conversation? Did you ever try to move towards Holly and try to stop her, put her hand down, or look, you can't do this, or try to get the weapon? See, that's the part we struggle with when we see these posts coming out now. We're trying to figure out what happened 3 months ago. And almost 4. Let's see. Yeah, that's 4 coming up. October, November, December. Yeah, actually, a day after the court hearing, that will be 4 months, y'all. 4 months ago. Right, 71 Suburban Girl. I absolutely believe it's strategic and just think it is still messing with his mental. He's always looking for, yes, every post he comes out with. And welcome everyone. I'm getting behind in my comments. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. Good morning, that one. Thank you for joining. Let me go back up. Let's see. She's said he got more to worry about because Holly is being advised by a lawyer. He's being advised by his YouTube. Well, did he get a lawyer? I thought he had a lawyer. At one point when they said he went back up to the court, I thought he had gotten a lawyer. I don't know if I'm like you on this. I don't think a lawyer would be advising him to do all of this. Because it's not a good look. And see, Holly's lawyer is going to try to get her off. Okay, she's working for her. She's not working for Carlos. So I don't think a lawyer will be, advising him. And if he is, baby, what in the world? Where did this lawyer come from? Okay, to be on here telling you to speak, try to defend yourself and sharing this post and that post and things like that. Now, he did say somebody advised him to be quiet, but doesn't look like he's taking their advice. Okay, he's still on here talking, using people to speak up for him, but he has not been charged. That's confusing as well. Okay, if he has not been charged, if we didn't carry weight or what we talked about carry weight, why is it such a concern even if people brought you up? I thought what we are saying doesn't matter. We're on YouTube. We're just some bloggers. We're just some people on here running our mouths. But why is it so much effort to get people to be quiet about it? I mean, you're not charged. So that part is confusing as well. Okay. No, he laid down with that girl, knew she was going to get the weapon. He wasn't scared of Holly. He was complicit. Clock it. Right. Hey, Queen Shailene, good morning. Make sure y'all tap the like button. If you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cashapp, or buy a coffee. And those links are in the description field and actually in the chat. Let's see. Hey, Jay Thomas, let me go back and see if I can find it right quick because I had gotten behind. Let's see here. Shout out to Philly Girl Juice for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Okay. Good morning, Quadre said. Good morning, OB. All you care about is the internet. And that's why I was bringing that point up. What does that have to do with anything if we're not in the court? We should be able to freely talk about what we want to talk about. If it ain't true, ignore it. Okay, if it is true, oops, clock it. Just say ouch. Okay. He should have never allowed her to unalive Romeca. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Let me go back right quick. If I can find it. I hope it's not too far up. Los is full of boo-boo all this time. And he says he missing love Meeks. Oh, Jay Thomas, you may have to put it back in there. Hey, Ari Kari. Because I don't see it. Shalom, isn't she lovely? I'm missing a lot of comments. Hey, honey, 5K. I'm trying to find Jay Thomas. Jay Thomas, can you put it back in there? My apologies. Y'all know I'm usually on the comments. Sometimes I get lost in the comments too, y'all. They getting on me like, girl. Shout out to Melinda for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Hey, Simply Neat, good morning. At the scene to protect Holly, 3 control the scene with the police there, provided Holly her defense. Yes, clock all of that, T. Smith. Okay, those were things that happened. Hey, Nina. Okay, those are things that happened on that scene that we haven't forgotten about. Now, let me pull up. Okay, so you didn't see the comment either. Okay, so Jay Thomas, if you could put that back into the chat. Narcissists re-idolize a former supply without admitting past mistakes, creating a narrative that reconciles their previous devaluation. Ooh, now that's deep right there. Isn't she lovely? Ooh, see, that's how deep this thing goes. Okay, now that's a very good point. Wow. And it's like in that they're not going to make themselves look like the villain or guilty. They are the forever victim. They are the ones that people did wrong, and so forth. They don't want that mask to come off. They have to keep up a certain image of themselves. Jay Thomas said, did you see the Facebook post where Romeca friend shared the text when she found out about? Oh, no, I didn't see that. Good morning, Miss Ruby. Welcome. Thank you for tapping in this morning. I hope you're having a great morning. Crease Conversation Lounge is in the building. Good morning, sis. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, Jay Thomas, I'm going to have to look at that. I didn't see that. He feels if he can gather public support, he will have a better standing. Oh, okay. Got you. Possibly. I didn't think about that. Carlos should Carlos should throw about that thought about that before Holly takes Romeca's life from her son Amir. Yes, exactly. Shout out to that one for the super chat and for being a sponsor. She said Carlos needs to stay off the internet, period. Okay, I'm telling you. All right, so let me pull up one post in that we want to just refresh, the memory, because maybe people have forgotten, but I mean, this stands at the forefront of our minds. Let me pull that up. Okay, so first, let me show the post that prompted. Now, he shared 2. I'm not sharing the one with him in there, but this was part of the post. Child, I got so many pictures. I'm gonna have to go through. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this here was one of the posts that he made. Michael, let me take this off. Okay. And he said, I hate this happened. I love and miss you, Romeca. And Loso was definitely a mama's boy. And rightfully so. Okay, we could tell in the pictures, the videos, that Romeca loved her son, and her son loved his mom. You could tell that. Oh, girl, I'm gonna get a whole new laptop. Okay. But I do have a flash drive. I'm gonna have to just take everything off and put it on the flash drive. So I am gonna do that. You could tell that. You don't even have to tell us this, okay? We could already tell that Romeca loved her son. And I think this was the same day this picture was taken. She did a video on her TikTok, and she was holding his hand. They were on a ride together. And just the love, anytime they were around, the love that you could see that she had. It's this one picture, and it's the one that we put on the blanket that we mailed him, and it should have arrived. I got to make sure I get with uh, Miss Leslie to let Miss Tina know it should have arrived. But let me pull up the picture that, and it was a little video, but I just took a snippet of the picture from that short video of, I'm hoping I can find it right quick. You know what? The faster way, let me pull up the video. And some of y'all have probably already seen it. Okay, this is a picture or a short video where she was kissing on her baby and her son, and he was turning just towards her. And it's so many pictures of the love that you could see between them, which now, the post that he's making, you go back and you think about all of those videos that we were seeing. Did you consider this on September the 8th? Like, where was that energy? She had just actually dropped him off at school that day. So, out of anyone that's really affected would be her mother and mostly her son, which is also his son as well. See, that thing didn't just um, affect you, okay? Because when it comes on, it's like, oh, it's affecting you. This had a domino effect on the amount of people that one decision affected. Okay? One decision. So then now you're saying you hate that it happened. But did it have to happen back on September the 8th? Did it have to go down the way that it went down? She said, that's what pissed me off. You know how much he loved his mama and still did that? Yes. You did it not just to Romeca, but you have crushed the heart of your son. That's something that you can't shake off. You gonna forever live with that. Could you have prevented it? Now, you may not have been the one to pull the trigger, but did any of this have your hands on it? Any of it? Any of it? The meetup, okay? The thoughts, things that were said to both parties. You have to live with that. Only you know. We don't know. We don't know about intimate details, conversations that were had on both sides. We don't know that part. But you know what you said to Holly and told her. You know what you said to Romeca and told her. You're the only one that would know that because, well, Holly knows what you told her. Romeca is gone. So the things that you share with her, if it's not in text message form or recorded somewhere, hey, only you know. Right? Isn't she lovely? Hey, Kim Kobe. So this was one of the posts that he made. Then we go back to, let me pull up. And on this one, shout out to Keys for this part that he showed yesterday. I think it was yesterday on his video. I had seen that picture, that post before, but I didn't know if I had gotten a screenshot of it because it was been up multiple times. Give me 1 second, y'all. Told y'all I got so many. Okay. Now, let me move this comment. Now, this post was August the 20th. And welcome everyone coming in. Make sure y'all tap the like button. It is for free. And it's so ironic because someone even said that this particular page had a lot of receipts and proof. I don't know whatever happened to it. I don't know whatever happened to this page of Romeca's. Okay. But this is a post, and what makes this post stand out, y'all, is the simple fact that it was so close to the date that she lost her life. See, this wasn't years before, okay? A couple of weeks before. This would have been her mindset when it came to him, okay? since everything was love and gravy. Okay, which side was that on? Maybe it was a one-sided thing. Okay, because obviously, based off of August 20th, which was just a couple of weeks before she lost her life, this was her mental space with you as it pertained to you. Now, it says, how long does it take a baby daddy to get over his first baby mama? Asking for myself. Now, this wasn't one of those things where we had to guess who was she talking about. Okay. I think she only has one baby dad. Oh, okay. So it's clear because she said she was asking for herself. Okay. And you the first. She was the first baby mama. You the first baby daddy. She was the first baby mama. Not the second, first. Okay. She said, I'm asking for myself because this nigga got to get off my okay, and be a dad. Uh-oh. So what were there issues of you not really stepping up to the plate? Being a father, but quick to go and try to get him the day she was unalived? She said, I'm tired of getting popped up on at my job. Right, Black parents, we need an investigation expeditiously because I'm pretty sure Facebook still has it. That's what they need to subpoena, get this page and go through these comments, these posts, and so forth on that page. Okay. She said she was tired. This is not the only time she's going to say that because I'm going to show another post where she said she was tired. She's afraid. This is her mindset right before she was unalived. Okay, it didn't look all gravy based off of her post. I'm tired of getting popped up on in my job and the school. See, she was already tired of you showing up at the school. Right. Then where happened to those shoes? Because I think Romeca's sister even brought up the shoes. Please send those. Okay. The P.O. box is plastered everywhere. If you can't get it to him in person, whatever is owed to your son, send it to Miss Tina. Okay. The P.O. box is on her page. Send the shoes. So it wasn't just at her job, it was at the school too, because you knew where she would be. So obviously, September the 8th was not the only time. There were other times that she was getting popped up on at the school and ready to get fought on. Says the man who says, I love and miss my baby mama. Is that love when somebody popping up on you at your child's school? Okay, or at the job and trying to fight you? I'm trying to understand. Okay. She said, this nigga gonna fight them other itches you clearly don't want. Uh-oh. Was was that Holly one of them? Okay. She said, I only argue with you about our son. So that eliminates the statement that, oh, she's upset and was so devastated that there was another woman in the picture. That eliminates that because obviously on this post, she didn't care. She pretty much only wanted some conversation about y'all's son and arguing about that part. But then here are the accusations. You're saying she's effing a million niggas and being disrespectful. I could see him accusing her of that. I could see that. Usually the people out here doing the most want to think somebody else is doing it. Okay. Miss Linda said, is it a coincidence she was murdered by her son's school when she said she was tired of him popping up at the school? Holly and Carlos waited for her at the school that day. Miss Linda, clock it. She had already said she was tired of being popped up on at the school. And that morning, did he not pop up on her at the school? Okay, these are her words. This is not our words. We're not making up anything. Okay, Romeca wrote this August 20th on her page. So it's not like somebody, oh, they just over there trying to make up. No. We don't have to make it up. It's clear what she was feeling and what she was thinking. And I'm glad she put it out there. Right, Melinda. And if she wanted you would have had the new address and phone number. Okay. That is so true. Isn't she lovely? That's so true. I'm telling you, I'm sick of it. When people be gaslighting and just lying and stuff. No. Okay. So then it says, B, I'm such a hoe. Okay, must have called her a hoe. But wait, I'm such a hoe, but don't want you. Oh, okay. So that more confirmation she didn't want you. She said on her mama. And we know Romeca loved her mama. Okay, Miss Tina. She said she didn't want you back on August 20th. She said, G, you don't have my number or address. So if she really wanted you, hey, Mimi, welcome. If she really wanted you, then she would have slid you that new phone number, new address, come on through. But she's trying to hide by any means necessary. I don't want you to know where I stay. I don't want you to know what my number is. Okay. She said, I'm tired. Once again, Romeca was tired. She said tired 2 times in this one post alone. One post alone, she has mentioned she was tired 2 times. I'm going to remove this for a second so we can see the bottom too. I'm tired of you playing with my name on me. She said, look, you playing with her name, putting words, things out in this atmosphere, talking about her properly. And then, now check this out. Mr. Always say I'ma do or buy my son something and don't. Uh-oh. Well, we believe that because I think they still waiting on the tennis shoes. Okay. But yet you buying her clothes, you were buying this, paying for this. I told her she was on the trip, I can send her something. She didn't need you to send her nothing. She probably knew you were lying then. She probably knew you were lying then. What she need you to send her something for when she on the trip with a whole other man? Okay. So clearly, according to Romeca, you were saying that you were going to buy your son stuff and never did it. Didn't do it. Started not doing it. I don't know. Pick one. We don't know how long this was going on. Even her sister confirmed that on Gigi's panel about the tennis shoes. They never received those. But on the internet, it's like posting like you were about to do it. Some stuff is to be seen. And then she says this last statement. I'm finna start eating you up. Mm. Now, what that mean? And did that have a reason for such animosity leading up to September the 8th? Because I'm pretty sure with that, I'm finna start eating you up part, y'all probably talked about. Whether it's to file child support or whatever it was. Because it's funny, she put that up in there. She said, you would say, I'm going to buy or do something for our son, but you didn't. Okay, so we don't know for sure because it wasn't put there. Some would say, maybe go file some child support. Uh-oh, you got a job? Legit job? Okay, to pay that child support? She was tired. Yes, right, Rachel, and good morning. Okay, when a woman's fed up, hey, okay, I'm telling you, baby, it's nothing you can do. Yes, in her words, why you always lying? All you do is lie. Come on now. Those were her words. Okay, not ours. We didn't know you were a liar. We didn't have a relationship with you. We're only echoing what Romeca has said. See, she's not here to tell her side. Now they expect everyone to believe you after she's called you out to be a liar, and we're supposed to have so much faith in your words. No, miss us with that. We rather believe a little kid that was standing on the sidewalk, okay, to give us more facts and details. Mm-hmm. She was over it. Right. Which job? Okay. That's exhibit 1. Okay. All right. Let's go to exhibit 2. Her not caring. Her being sick of you. Okay. Let's see here. All right, let me pull this one up. Give me a second, y'all, because child, I got too many pictures. Alrighty. Okay, this one. And this one, in case everybody forgot or didn't know who she was talking about, she made sure she put your picture. Okay, and it was probably a video. Oh, I wish we could look at that video that was sent because it looks like it's a little play button on this one. Okay. Yeah, she couldn't. Yeah, she couldn't get him to buy nothing. She was sick of it. She was probably and hey, if you know you're not trying to pay child support, have people all up in your business. Okay. Mm. So right here, Wednesday, August 20th. There's that date again. Peep the date, y'all. This is two posts with August 20th. She said, I'm tired. That is the third time we have heard, I'm tired, or seen this in her post. She said, I'm not finna keep being scared. Once again, she talked about being scared, popping up on her, being fought on at the school, at work. Weeks leading up to September 8th. And why is she pulling over to confront y'all? She was in fear for her life. She was sick. Why would she pull up on you when she don't even want to see you? Make that make sense. She was tired of being fought on, being popped up on. So she pulls over. This was a private message. This one. So it showed consistency that even what she was putting out there publicly, because sometimes people be up there, they know they still fooling with somebody, still in love, doing all, and they put like, man, I can't stand him. Knowing behind the scenes, you doing the most. Okay, you still fooling with them. No. In this case, it looked like how she was feeling publicly, she was also putting privately. She was tired. She was scared. If I'm tired and scared, I'm not trying to run up on a person that could hurt or harm me that's been doing that. These were her words. She said, like I said, he about to turn himself in or worse, or he's doing this for the next court hearing to start some possibly. He replayed Romeca's mom video when she got the call. Oh, where is that? Where is that one located? I know she did the interview. They tortured poor Romeca on September the 8th. She was saying in so many words she was going to expose his mess. Okay, a place to believe. Clock it. I believe so. See, this is why those posts are not there. That page is not there. Because leading up to that, see how she was feeling leading up to that, it wouldn't go with the narrative that's being put out here now. Yeah. Let me catch up. I'm getting behind again. Let's see. Someone said, "Is it S. Wiseman? Is it okay to unalive a 16-year-old because she was running her mouth?" Right. I really believe Holly is slow, y'all. She would do anything for Carlos. Oh, I believe she would do anything for Carlos. He was the last thing on her mind. I believe Holly is well aware that Carlos is going to post the pics of him and Mika is a part of their plan. And Holly's lawyer suggested he do that. Oh, him and Meeks. It's a part of their plan. Mm. Carlos was with Holly. Undoubtedly, he wasn't too happy. Yeah, with Holly, he was still running up behind Romeca. Romeca had just made up in her mind to just let Carlos go on and do him right. And see, this is my thing. If he is, yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, I don't have, it's a screenshot. That's what I wish I had the video part. Yeah, because I could tell it's a video because it got the little play button. This is a screenshot. Um, the thing of it is, y'all, I don't understand this play though, because now if he was charged and he had to show remorse and things like that, that's different. But the thing of it is, if you're working to help Holly's case, you would be out here advocating for Holly. We have yet to hear him mention free Holly, get Holly out of jail, post Holly, my baby in there. my baby pregnant. She needs to be out of jail. You know, where is that? No, he does not care. He like, look, if she take the fall for all of this, I'm good. Okay, I don't want to be involved. Don't mention me. He trying to hide like as much as possible. Let me put some things out there to make me look like I'm remorseful and like stop. Okay, because I think a lot of people weren't buying it. Exactly, Harper's Row. One thing we know is they can get messages from iCloud and Facebook regardless if he erased messages. Oh, definitely. If they subpoena that, they can get all of that from Facebook. It doesn't just go away. See, he got rid of his page too at first. After he saw that people were coming for him, after he posted this is the worst day of my life, and that video started circulating and people were coming for him because his page was still up. Okay. Then once he saw people weren't falling for that, child, that page went down. And he kept it down for, I think, some weeks. Then all of a sudden it popped back up. But all of the things that were on there earlier on, it was no longer there. Now, Nick at night, she was smart. She went and did a video. She had a live where she was going through his page. And it showed previous posts. Okay? No, he doesn't. It showed previous posts. So my thing is, what happened to Romeca's page? That page. If they wanted it, they could get access to it. I think it would be a wise thing. Like I said, the state needs to come with it. Okay? They need to be proactive. They need to have their ducks in a row. This is not something to just take lightly, sit by the wayside. No, you better know what you're doing. Like, seriously. Romeca said, y'all really about to do this now? Uh-huh. Changed to Holly allegedly said, please don't do this. Exactly. Clock that. How did that part change? He has to show that he's remorseful so it does not look like Holly was jealous. Uh-huh. Exactly. I agree. A narcissist plans things out so well. I believe that he even planned out the fight at the court so he wouldn't have to come back to the courthouse to see Holly family or Romeca's family. I don't know, but they do throw rocks and will hide their hands. I'm curious to know if he's going to go this next time too. Now they probably will increase security. He should be in jail too. Hit the like button. Thank you, Missy Lane. Make sure y'all hit that like button. It is for free. Let's see. Rachel said he don't want her out of jail. He doesn't want her. Yeah, because you know what, Rachel, I thought about that too the other day. I said, now, if she gets out of jail, oh my God. If she gets out of jail, he has to figure out what is he gonna do? Okay, because he doesn't want her. So now what? Now what? Okay. She is going to stalk that man. And what happens the next time? She gets jealous. If she gets out. That's a big, when I tell, child, okay? What happens the next time? The next woman. What happens? That's prettier, that has more going on, that you might want to get with. What happens to that woman? Yep. I knew they had never met, but had she seen Holly on social media, regardless, Romeca issues was with Carlos that day, and Holly crashed out, being the immature person she was. And we talked about this 2 days ago. Regardless of where the gun was, it's still not a good look. Whether the gun was in her car and she had time to go and get a gun doesn't look good. Whether the loaded gun was on her also does not look good. That looks worse. That means you had a loaded weapon on you around Carlos, for one, also around your baby. And why was it already loaded and not secure? It looks like you were waiting. It looks like you had that ready. Okay. Now, I would love in court if they do a demonstration and where they have to go pull that green track suit out. She has to get up. Y'all know how they have demonstrations where when OJ had to put the gloves on his hand and had to prove. Okay, we need that type of demonstration. Go and put that green track suit on and show us where this gun was that day. Because it's no way, I just feel like those little tracksuit pants could have held a whole loaded weapon without it slipping through. Or was it in the jacket pocket? See, when they say the gun was on her, notice this. No one ever says where. I be waiting for that, because hey, I'm listening to both sides. I'm curious to know. I want the truth. Okay, baby, we want to hear the truth, the full truth of the matter. That's what everyone wants. We want the truth. We want justice, right? So the thing of it is, when you put something out, put the full thing out. Okay, it was on her. Can somebody fill in the blank? Because I've been waiting to hear where. And no one has ever mentioned that this whole time. No one has ever said, oh, it was on her here, or it was on her in the jacket, or it was on her tucked into the waistband of her pants, or it was on her. I have never heard the where part. So maybe, hey, during one of these court hearings, maybe someone will come on out, tell us where it was on her. Okay. I don't know. Oh, yeah, definitely obsessed. Mm-hmm. Definitely obsessed. I said Carlos should have and could have shielded Romeca when she went and got the gun. That's what I'm saying. So when we see posts like this, my mind goes back to that. Where was this energy on September the 8th? Okay. See, we know she wouldn't have shot you. So why not, if you didn't want this to happen, why not jump in front of Romeca? Holly, girl, what are you doing? Put the gun away. I wouldn't be standing there saying, oh, she's going to get a gun. What? No, you need to de-escalate the situation. Okay, or were you scared? Were you scared that if you tried to de-escalate, she was gonna come for you? I don't know. Okay, or shoot you possibly? I don't know. But that could have been handled differently, and Romeca could still be here. She could still be here with her son, who you're saying, oh, he's such a mama's boy. But now his mom is gone. Could things have been done differently? Good morning, Beauty by Reese Speed. This is a video of him sticking up his middle finger at Romeca. It was on Facebook. Oh, okay. So that was the video part. Got you. See? Stuff like that. Okay. Our attorney and him as well be listening in on all the lives. Make the next move. The enemy never knows their way unless the gate is open to see. Okay. Let's see. Hey, sweet peaches. Good morning. She even copied the green tracksuit. Did she? I didn't know that part. Did Romeca have one? Right. We just want the truth. Okay. If you're going to put out everything. Hold on, y'all. Okay. The witness said she went to the car. Yeah. But we're hearing varying stories though. Okay. We're hearing the witness say she went to the car, then we're hearing other statements saying Holly had the gun on her. But when I hear Holly had the gun on her, we never hear where. Where on her? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. How did he know that she had the weapon? Right. Because they know that the jacket Gretchen. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because I was like, they weren't deep enough. That's what I was saying the other day. I was like, well, where did she have it at? If it was already on her, because those pants, that's that loose kind of material. It seems like it would have slipped through there. Then that kind of jacket, those little jackets, you can buy those like a Walmart or somewhere, and they got the little pocket. You can put a little change up in there, but baby, don't put anything too important, because those jackets like that, they're not deep pockets. Okay, even some of the leggings or warm ups that have those little pockets with that material, they're not too deep. My husband has dropped his wallet out of some of those type of pants that have that material. So you have to be very careful. Now, to have a whole weapon, and then we're hearing that the weapon was on her. She took the weapon out, put the weapon on top of the car, put the baby in, grabbed the weapon again. Like what? The weapon should have been secured in the car. Like, hey, you didn't think nobody was gonna pull up on you, right? So you got your man out there for protection. Why are we holding on to this gun so heavy? That's weird to me. Okay. Now, not to say if you have a license to carry, not to have it with you. That's the whole point. But you making sure it's like quick access to just pull it out. Hey, you changed me. Good morning. They can't put out everything, will jeopardize their case. Right. That's what I'm just saying, Harper's Road. I'm just hoping and praying that they're ready, though. Okay. Have everything ready when it comes to this case. They don't need to miss deadlines, because they got to know who they working with too. Okay. Don't miss a deadline. Have everything ready. Like I said, with this restraining order, you need to know, how was it obtained? Was there evidence, real evidence to obtain that restraining order? Like, I would go through all of those things. Have everything prepared. Who did she go through to get the license to carry? Did she take the test? Okay. Things that I would want to be overly prepared. Things that people would think to question. Oh Lord, wait, girl, did you take the test? You got to catch people off guard. Okay, well, what was the last question that they asked? Or what's the answer to this question? What's the first thing you're supposed to do after you shoot someone in self-defense? Ask her that question. So when we come to the trial and things of that sort, those are the things that need to come out. I'm telling you, if you ask that girl certain questions, she's not going to be ready. And that's probably why they would never put her on the stand. Okay. Because she didn't even claim self-defense out there. He did. And he wasn't the one that got shot or did the shooting. Why you telling her self-defense? She should have been saying self-defense automatically if it was really self-defense. No one shouldn't have to give her anything. She just said she had a license to carry and that she had a restraining order on Romeca. Now, I don't know how true this is, but I saw somewhere, and I forgot where I saw it, that Romeca was about to take out a restraining order on her, but allegedly Carlos told her, don't do it, that they could have a conversation. Did y'all see anything like that? And I was like, well, that would be perfect. Because it would have been good if Romeca had had her restraining order as well. Okay, because look, girl, I was scared of you. You stalking me. Who's stalking who? I saw that somewhere. I should have wrote it down where I saw that. I was just reading through some stuff. Remember at first they were trying to say that Romeca must have had drugs in her system. See that kind of stuff right there. Like, come on. Clock it, Brenda. Hey, Miss E, welcome. And if she was fighting, the weapon would have fell out. Oh, Gretchen. Well, allegedly, it wasn't a fight, which we knew all of that as well. um, but Carlos, when he went back a couple of hours later, said that that's when one of the I guess slaps or one landed, fist or a slap, I don't know which one, landed on Holly from Romeca. But that information wasn't readily given. My thing is this, okay? It shouldn't have been Carlos that said anything. I want to see the statement from Holly. I want to see what did she say when they took her down to the police station and you have to sit in that room and they're asking you questions. That is the statement I'm ready to hear. Okay. Hopefully that will come up, with the trial and so forth, because I want to hear. There are going to be some disparities in the narratives that they told. Okay. Because why wouldn't that have been the first thing she said when the cops arrived? It shouldn't have been something he said hours later. Okay. That would have been the first thing she said when they pulled up. And really, even on the video that we've seen, when the cops are walking up there, see, this part we've seen. Okay. When they are walking up, running up, and you have some that's been there. The cops have been there helping Romeca on the ground on the video. They have been there. Where was Holly? She was standing to the side, not saying anything at first. Hey, Ebony Rose, good morning. She was standing to the side. So my thing is, at what point were you planning on telling them anything? That should have been the time. If you got smacked, punched, hit, or anything, that you should have been speaking up. I unalived her. Here's my weapon. Here's my license to carry, my FOIA card. Showed them all of that. She attacked me, and I had to shoot. Even if you didn't look remorseful. We should have seen some type of communication. It was only when the witnesses kept saying she shot her, and they had to say that a number of times. Especially in that video alone, we probably heard it 8 to 10 times. So they would not have even known she did it. Carlos shouldn't have had to tell us that. Holly should have admitted that. She should have admitted that. If you felt justified in self defense, you're going to speak up and tell what happened to you. None of that happened on that video. I'm curious to know, what does her statement show when she got to the police station? What did she tell them? Did she mention a punch? Did she mention, I said, please don't do this? Did she mention any of that? Will these stories line up? If they don't, then y'all, it will be clear and obvious. Somebody's lying. I'm telling you. That is what I'm waiting to see. And of course, they're not going to put out everything, for the public right now, because they're working on the case and all of that. So hopefully during the trial, all of that info will come out as far as what she said happened throughout that whole morning. And that's what they need to get. What happened that whole morning? Is he going to tell he was over at the school? Because if we get videos and things, let's get those school videos. I hope the state is working on that. Get those school videos. Get the video footage from when they were out there and he was trying to fight on her too. Get some witness statements. You popping up over at the school. Yeah, and hold up. And y'all let me know this too. Whatever happened to what? See, this is the thing too. Those security guards that were outside of the school. Okay. Where's their statement? Okay, because they saw some things too. Where are these people's statements? A lot of the statements are leaving Carlos out. Okay. And he was there. He was there on side of the road with Holly. Okay, so she wasn't by herself. Where are their statements? What did they see? Hopefully these statements will come out. I don't know. I don't know if some people are scared. They just don't want to be involved. That could be another thing. Some people just nervous. They don't want to be involved in it. Right, Rhonda? Yeah, she had on a big, and it was hot during the time too with that jacket on. That woman didn't have that trip on her, that clip on her. They need to stop. Yeah, because where was it? Right. Where was it? I'm telling you. Hey, Aaron. And that weapon was not holstered right. Exactly. Call 911. No 911 call. I don't believe they were putting the baby in the car. That was made up. Carlos, why didn't you let Holly park near your apartment? It would have been easier to place the baby in the car there. Mm-hmm. Nothing, but she went to the car and got their weapons, so they might as well stop lying and tell the truth. Uh-oh. Why was she there? Yep, we still don't know that. She said she wanted to get one like her. Really? Oh, wow. That is weird. It's like some single white females type of stuff. Romeca was going to court with him on the 8th of October, so she got unalived a month before. And Gretchen, in the beginning, I was hearing about that, the 8th of October situation, but I didn't get enough details about it. That there is something else to consider. If they had court coming up the following month, that's that's something else to add. If she's saying I'm about to eat you up, what was that court date for? I'm about to start eating you up. That's true, Shailene. He's not supposed to be around the pow pow. Mm-hmm. And he knew it, right? Oh. Oh, that's what it was for? Wow. I'm going to say allegedly. I heard that's why she didn't go to court. He told her don't, and they would settle it. Okay, so the queens did. You heard that too. That's what I was wondering. Because how convenient. How convenient. Because if they both would have had restraining orders, girl, you violated one too. You should have definitely been in your car and hiding out. Yes, the interrogation room. That's the statement I want to hear about. That's why she texted him. The why would you let her out of an order on let? Oh, that's why would you let her get out an order on me? Exactly. Wow. You have to go back and watch the keys from yesterday. Okay. Say that she had it in her pants. He did say that at one point. Holly's restraining order was never served to Romeca, and also Romeca was going to court on Carlos October the 8th. And Carlos is definitely going to jail for everything he had been doing to Romeca. Oh, y'all. See, that part needs to be considered as well. What happened to that court date? I mean, I know that they couldn't go to it, because Romeca was gone. But what was that? I want to know what that is about and the details of what that was about. Ooh. Mm. Wow. Holly was more concerned with telling the witness not to snitch. Right, exactly. I'm sure there's more of that video, and there's other people who was recording on that crime scene. Yes, I believe so. Good morning, Raymel. Grand Rising Empress Awakened. And thank you for the blessing the other day. I had already gotten off live and didn't see it in time. Those stories are not going to add up because he had family members on that crime scene. Yeah, and I keep hearing that too. The witness said, lock her up. They did. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's what I'm waiting to see too, Venetia. What was he saying on the camera, the body cam? Okay. Because at one point, um, the officers were looking to the right, and he was even looking. It was a quiet little pause. If y'all remember, it was a quiet little pause. They looking around, and I'm like, well, who did you say did it? Okay, because y'all looking down at the end, and the other officer out in the street looking around like the guy got away who shot her. Until the black lady that was looking around, the black officer finally keyed into what the witness was saying and was like, oh, okay, it's her right here. She could have taken all of them officers out. Okay, they came in clueless, hadn't secured the scene or nothing. If she wanted to, if that weapon was still on her, she could have taken out every officer that came on that scene. Okay, that is crazy work. Like, seriously. He was going to do time for, oh, see? Clock it, Brenda. Hey, Shelly. Hey, sis. Good morning. They were so lost. Okay, y'all hit the like button. If you're just coming in, tap that like button. It is for free. I appreciate all of your support. She said on that eating you up deal, you have to, okay, from yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to definitely go have to tap into that part because I may have missed something. I watched it, but I don't remember him keying in on that part. So let me, I'll rewatch that part. They was too busy fist bumping. She was hiding like security guard said. Oh, DV. That's what court was about. And she had, oh, y'all, think about this. She had all of this proof of different things. Hold on, Michael. All of this proof of things in her phone, probably. We see these posts. Now, how ironic that she had that page, okay, and that page disappeared. Talking about being fought on, all of that. Him popping up at her job, all of that. How ironic that page is gone. And if it was about DV, she probably has other proof and things in her phones and all kind of stuff. Witnesses. She had witnesses at the job. Okay. She had witnesses at her son's school. They posted, some of them posted on Facebook. That's what I'm wondering, Gretchen. I think that third party is that mutual friend they had. She definitely was playing both sides. Mm. He had the officers. Yes, he did, Latte. He did. Mm-hmm. They were going in circles looking for somebody. He probably told them that the person ran that the person ran off. See, that's what they need to capture. Get that statement. Okay, when the officer is kneeling down to help Romeca, that one officer with the shades on, his body cam footage was probably on. That's the one they need to get. They need to subpoena that body cam footage. Okay, and let's hear what he was saying in that moment. Does it line up with what is on paper? Okay, that's what we're waiting to see. Does it line up with what is on paper? He was lying. Why are you always lying? That's the main thing I remember Romeca saying about you. That's sad. That is sad. That's the one thing that she said over and over in every video that was put out, how you lie. Okay, those were her words. Okay. And it's, I mean, we never heard her say, "Oh, you're so handsome," or "Oh my gosh, you're such a good baby daddy." You know, in the videos that were put out and the posts that we're looking at, a lot of these posted videos are talking about you lying. No, I'm good. I'm supposed to take my kids to the movies, but no, we good on time today. Thank the Lord. Okay. Now look, starting next Wednesday, I got to get back on it. Thank you, let's say. I was like, look, I think the movie starts at 1. Let's see here. Let's see. Leopard Luggage said, I think that Carlos persuaded Romeca not to show up for the TPO hearing, probably telling her that he would make Holly drop it. But that was a setup because Holly knew if she didn't show up, let me look for the rest of it. She wouldn't have to show evidence to prove her claims, and the TPO will be, oh, yes, Leopard Luggage Travel. Yes, I definitely agree with that. Good morning, Brandy. I definitely agree with that. Okay, because that's why I'm saying one of the things they need to do during the investigation, if they haven't already done so, is to really comb through. Okay, since that is a big thing that she brought up, you got to comb through that. The whole process of how that was obtained, where, did she show evidence? How did she obtain that? Was the evidence authenticated? Okay, all of that leads to, did she get it the right way, obtained the right way? Then you have to do the same thing with the license to carry, since those are two things she's standing on for her self-defense claim. Okay, was it obtained from a reputable place? Did you sit there and take the test? Do you even know the policies? Where did you get the gun? When did you get the gun? Okay, all of those questions need to be asked. Thank you for sharing that. Carlos is giving them a story about the person running. Right. I'm telling you, in my mind, that's what I think he was telling them. I think he was telling them the person got away. Because, see, they were not banking on those witnesses coming up there. Okay? They were not banking on the video being released. So at the time, he like, man, they ain't paying these people no attention. The person ran off. They shot and ran off. We trying to look and see. We can't find them. Okay, so then everybody standing there, the cops looking. It was a little quiet moment. And then the other cops run up. Okay? They looking around too. And then the black officer, I know we were talking about this lady at first. Y'all know y'all were wrong for talking about that black officer lady. But everybody was talking about this lady. Look at her looking like a chicken with his head cut off. Okay. But we got to give her some props. Had it not been for her really listening to the witnesses, okay, then I don't think they would have finally figured out it was Holly. Okay. Because she was the main one that finally listened to the witnesses yelling. Hey, SG, good morning. Okay. She was the main one that finally figured it out. Wonder if they have the video of Carlos hiding behind the school that morning, then left to the front when Romeca said she was running late. Then he posted he was running late. Exactly. They should have that footage on camera. Her page ain't doing as long as Google is up. Ain't going as long as Google is up. They can pull her page up. I seen it happen on YouTube, and the channel was used in court. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they can still get that. Just because it's gone, like it's been deactivated. Well, we know Facebook could get it. I mean, they have records of everything. I don't know. He in jail for not lying. I think he has been advised to do this to make it look. Carlos probably got her phone while he was all over Romeca, probably checking for that instead of trying to help her. A lot of people have been saying that. I can't definitely say that because, I didn't see an actual phone, but it did at one point look like he was looking for something. Yeah, it did look like that. Those cameras going to tell it all that he and Holly was doing from the beginning to end. Right. I can't wait for all the truth to come out. Me too. And the witnesses couldn't hear what he was. No, they couldn't. It didn't look like they could hear what he was telling the officers. Right. Because she was busy trying to tell the officer that it was her. It was her who shot her. And she was yelling loud. Yeah, they couldn't hear what he was saying because he had his back to the crowd. So the only way we would know is if the cops say, what he said, or if they pull the body cam footage to show what he was saying in that moment. Child, that first police in training, their reaction was in slow motion. Okay. I'm telling you, I was like, child, what in the world? Philly Girl Juice said he had them cops looking like Tweety birds. They were just looking all around. I was like, what is happening? Okay, child, y'all need to keep this video and y'all need to make sure y'all use this video in your training of what to do and what not to do. Okay. Thank God we did have some officers that were down there helping Romeca because clearly he didn't. Okay. Clearly he did. But we had some officers that were trying to, put pressure till the EMS got there. They were trying to put pressure on her wound and trying to help her. So you did have those officers. So that's something that you want to do, okay? But how they ran up, they did not secure the scene. You had people there with weapons and so forth. Child, oh my gosh, that was horrible. Okay, that was horrible. Let's see. Everything Carlos does is calculate, open book. Why do you think he's posting how he loves Romeca, misses her? Yeah, I believe it's calculated too. The court is coming up. He has to show that he is also remorseful. He has to keep that at the forefront because he doesn't know for sure where this is going with Holly. He knows if Holly turns or flips on him, okay, then now he's stuck out here looking some type of way. People already have our thoughts about him. So he's trying to make it like, I'm not this heartless man. I would never do something like this. I love my baby mama. I love baby mama. I took care of her. I bought things for her. Okay. So that he won't be the next target or that they won't look to him. So it's got to be like, man, my son, he loved his mama. He's a mama's boy. Like he's his doting father and baby daddy. It is all the time. If you think about it, right before every court hearing, he makes some type of post to make himself look like he cares. Like he is the forever victim. The last time he's posting about his son. He didn't get his way at court. Or not court, CPS. Okay? DCFS, y'all call it. We call it CPS here. So everything has a strategy to it to make them look like the forever victim. Everybody's against them. They're never the villain, never wanting to look bad. And if anyone tries to expose them, they're coming for you. Because they want this image. I'm telling you. Ari won't win this case for Holly. She's just looking for legal errors, which won't work. Yeah, she's definitely looking for some errors. Okay, and that's why I say they better be prepared. Okay? I know because the judge told her that she wouldn't have to bring evidence until after the July court hearing. The judge scheduled the July court date to allow Romeca to get a lawyer. Okay, so, you're talking about the Romeca. Okay, so let me read that again. Okay, so you said the judge told her that she wouldn't have to bring evidence until after the July court hearing. The judge scheduled the July court date to allow Romeca to get a lawyer. Okay, gotcha. Good morning, Miss Josephine. Okay, y'all pay attention to this because I want y'all to see the long pause. I ain't gonna say it's too long, but there's a pause to where things just seem to go still while they looking for this invisible person.
It doesn't matter.
Now they're not hearing her.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Okay, now watch. He's about to start talking to them. Okay? He's explaining. Now watch where their attention is going. It's a pause. It's a whole pause.
She saw her?
See, they're looking the opposite direction.
She saw her. She put the gun in the car.
So now they run over to her because the girl says she shot her. Okay? So it was like a little pause where he pretending like he looking around too. You know, have you ever heard the stories about the robber that come up in there robbing somebody and they helping you look for your money and they know that they did. They know that they did it. Okay? While he's touching that lady. Yes. I didn't understand that part. I'm still confused why he pushed her out the way like that. In Ari's motion, she submitted a video that supposedly will contradict witness number 3's testimony. Holly supporters state that video shows number 3 ducking behind the sharks so she couldn't possibly see anything. Yes, I did hear about that. Which is why, like I said, the state, baby, y'all better have y'all ducks in a row. Okay? That's all I can say. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to replay this, and y'all look at that part again.
baby in the car. How you close to the truck? Get up. You scared as hell, right? Scared as hell. Scared as hell. That is not self-defense. You were trying to stop in the car, bro. You're throwing in the car, bro. What are you talking about? You had her in a headlock. When you shot her, Brody, I was there. Oh, I just said, man, Brody, don't worry about it.
I'm arrested. There's a fucking gun on the street. I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter, bitch.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
So he's telling them what's going on. They're looking.
She put the gun in the car. The gun, she shot her?
They're like,
This
where?
one right here. She shot her.
They didn't know who it was.
She put the gun in the car.
Carlos
She
never,
put the gun in the car.
he never walked over to them and said, look, here's my baby's mom. She shot her. Like, we would have seen movement, like him pointing her out. He never did. If it was justifiable self-defense, that would have been the first thing he would have done. Look, here she is. Or she would have identified herself. He didn't have to say anything. She would have said it's self-defense. But you over here on this car that's not even your car. And if people were to first look at this at first hand, okay, and look at thinking, oh, she's leaning on this car. This is her car. Let me show you. Okay. Now, for the simple fact. Okay. For the simple fact that she's leaning on this vehicle, people could have thought, oh my God, Romeca was blocking her in. But this is not her vehicle. And even so, it's a whole gap in between the cars. You almost could drive another car in between the gap between the cars. Okay. Some people may have looked at this and thought she was leaning on her own car. Even when they arrested her, she was over there on side of this car. Now, looking at this outfit that she has on, child, where was the gun? Okay, because your stomach is even hanging out of this. Okay, so we know it couldn't have been in the pants or the elastic waist of these pants. Okay. Hey, Brittany. Hey, sis. He was trying to control everything. Yes. So the jacket, that is a thin jacket. And I'm trying to see if I even see some side pockets. Do y'all see some side pockets? It's kind of hard to tell. Because, child, where was the gun going to rest in the pocket on this little jacket? So this is why I'm waiting to hear where was the gun on her person. If they're saying that a gun was on her, where was it? Where was it? Who's going to stand around while bullets are flying? Right, exactly. Even if the lady did duck and hide, that doesn't mean she didn't see what she saw right before, especially if she had a child with her. She's trying to protect herself. At the same time, that doesn't discredit things that she said she saw in her. Okay? Exactly, sent from heaven. Yes, they had a lot of compassion. They wanted to make sure she was okay. More from the father who's posting. This is why we're kind of, revisiting some of this, because some of us just don't believe it. Okay, where was this energy back on September the 8th? If this is your son's mother that you love so much and you hate it happen, during that time that you try to comfort her in her final moments towards the end, kneel down, but we should have seen some of that. Did you at least kneel down by her, even if you didn't want to move her? Now they said that he allegedly repositioned her body to turn her over on her side or something of that sort. But did you kneel down and give her words of encouragement, like, hold on, hang in there? Okay, the ambulance is on the way. Don't look at me. We didn't see none of that. Yet we see you doing this kind of stuff.
She's the one who shot her. She's the one who shot her. Straight order, but she shot her.
The gun in the car. The gun in the car. Oh my fucking God.
The baby in the car. How you close to the truck? Get up. You scared as hell, right? Scared as hell. as hell.
Right
That
about
is
self-
self-defense. He was trying to stop in the car, bro. Sir, don't hit the car, bro. What are you talking about? He had her in a headlock. When you shot her, Brody, I was there. I want to statement, Brody. Don't worry about it.
Arrested. There's a fucking gun on the street. I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter, bitch.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
He wasn't too quiet. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where was the gun on her.
She put the gun in the car. The gun, she shot her? Let's go right here. She shot her. She shot her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun
They
in the
had
car.
to say so many times.
Arrest her.
But look at him. My thing is, he should have been arrested too. Okay? He had blood on his hands, just like she had blood on her hands. Both of them needed to be arrested until they figured out, okay, what happened? Now, we got both of y'all because y'all both, there's a young lady who has lost her life, and both of y'all have blood on your hands. So we're just trying to figure this thing out, okay? But he was not arrested at that time. Yeah, he was just poking at her, looking for the phone, trying to control the narrative. And we've also seen the other angle from the other side where he was down there before the officers, one officer was there. He's bending down, checking through something. Like, what? If you really did not want this to happen, you would be concerned less with what the witnesses are over there saying and trying to get them to hush. You would be down there by her side. Even if you're not touching her, they're working on her, whatever. Hey, Romeca, hold on. Hang in there with us. Stay with us. Okay? But we see something different on video. He was absolutely looking at and talking to Holly when he said, you shot her, I was there. Yeah, he did. He did, Boogie Bella, and welcome. Hey, Nicole, good morning. Clearly, they already went over the story they were going to tell. Well, I think she didn't say that part, though. She didn't say that part. The self-defense. She said she had a license to carry and she had taken out a restraining order. He is the one that kept saying that. But if it was self-defense, it seems like that would have been something that you said because it happened to you. See, that would have been the time to say, while y'all over here saying that I shot her, y'all didn't say that she hit me. You would have been going back and forth with them. She didn't even say that to the witnesses who were telling that she shot her. I would have said, well, did y'all see her hit me? I had to defend myself if that really happened. We didn't see none of that. She was standing there hoping that they would quiet down and be quiet. Okay. No, she didn't deserve that. He helped to pop out her, I don't care what nobody says. We still trying to figure out how he got all that blood on his hands. And I'm still trying to figure this out too. Because this is something that I hope they get to the bottom of as well. How did Holly get so much blood on her hands? Okay, if she was from a distance and even here, if she kept standing over here to the side, how did she get so much blood on her hands? I still want to know that. That has yet to come out. Because shooting from a distance, you wouldn't have it all like that. And on your pants, top of your shoes, and things like that. Okay, so we're waiting to find that info out as well. Okay. I know they rehearsed what to say. She forgot that part. She forgot that part. Yeah, that could explain kind of some of his, but where did it come from on her? Because they saying that Holly did not help move Romeca's body. Legend. She was too busy calling them a snitch and a witch. She forgot to act like a victim that she never was. I know they rehearsed what to say, but you know, A conversation or whatever would never be repeated as planned. Exactly, Melinda. They probably done went over it over and over. Girl, you forgot to say self-defense. That's why it was self-defense. I gotta say it was self-defense. It was self-defense. Hush, hush. Y'all be quiet. Well, they said that allegedly on video, it doesn't show Holly moving anybody, and the only way, like Carlos allegedly did not move the body like its position, but turned her over as far as moving. Mm-hmm. In California, Carlos would have been handcuffed immediately. A yellow tape put up that is a crime scene. Exactly. Yes, I agree. I want to see that part too. But now that part seems like, oh, that didn't happen. The witness didn't see that happen. Maybe from the fist bump. But if it was a fist bump, it would have been just her knuckles, right? Well, where did it come from on the inside of her hands? How did she get blood on the inside of her hands, at the bottom part of her pants, and on top of her shoes? How close was she? 87 days free and their lives still aren't adding up. Okay, probably Carlos, girl, he was slinging blood everywhere. That's so sad. That's what I'm saying. But did he touch her hand? Did he give her something? It's alleged that girl is his niece and the lady with the bonnet is her mom, his sister. Oh, I don't know. I never said that because I don't know. I ain't gonna say stuff I don't know for sure. I mean, I've heard that family was on the scene. The statement says witnesses moved the body. I think Holly helped them. Carlos was going over and over what to say. Like, if you have 3 apples, girl, you got me tickled on that. If Johnny has 3 apples, okay, and you give him 2, he now has 5. Okay. Now what are we gonna say? If Johnny has 3, you give him 2. How many? 4? No. I said 5. Okay, that's how he was acting. He like, well, shoot, she not saying it. I gotta say it. It was self-defense. It was self-defense. Okay, she should have been saying it. In the original footage during the fist bump, he goes over to Holly fist bump and say self-defense, and she replies self-defense. In the new clips, you only see Carlos walking away from Holly. Yes, yes, so true. Mm-hmm. That is so true. Could have been the blood splatter from the impact. Okay, let's just say if that's the case, right? Now, that could explain the shoes and the bottom of the pants, but the inside of her hands, you see what I'm saying? Like, you would be holding the weapon, so your hand is kind of closed around that, and it may have gotten on the outside with the fist bump. But how did it get on the insides of her hands? Because she has blood on the inside as well. He held her and she walked up and shot her. That's why she had blood on her. Holly would have been shaken and possibly crying, but she's a cold-blooded unaliver. Regardless, Carlos still should have gotten arrested for having her in a headlock. And that part is left out of his statement. I mean, leave it up to him. He didn't do anything. Okay, in his statement. It's like he almost invisible. He doesn't include any of his actions. Like, even if it wasn't you pulled the weapon or you shot, what did you do? At any point, did you have her in your arms? Like, that should be on paper or in your statement. And it's intentionally left out. After the fist bump, it was shortly after he touched the girl's hand. I wish we could find the original footage because you can see it clear as day. Mm-hmm. That still wouldn't put it on her clothes and shoes. Remember when she shot, wasn't nobody left but him and her? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If we're saying, okay, Yeah, it was definitely messy. Hey, honey drip, good morning, sis. Okay, if we're saying now with this new footage, okay, okay, so based off of a content creator that I don't know who's sharing the information with this content creator, that allegedly the lawyer, Holly's lawyer, um, started and I guess obtained her own investigator. Okay, that investigator got bus camera footage. And I'm not gonna go too much into this because it's not. I didn't hear directly from anyone and all this, and I don't like passing stuff on because then may miss something. But I'm giving y'all like a general part about what may come up on the 7th. And they went and obtained bus camera footage. Okay, now according to them lining up the timestamps and all of this, that allegedly there was a 9-minute gap in between Romeca making the U-turn and the witness getting off of the bus. Then it was stated that everything that was seen by the witness, she was pretty much across the street. And then when the shots rang out, kind of ran behind the sharks. She had her baby with a stroller with her that day. I never knew she had a child with her that day. Uh, then she had called her boyfriend, which she said in her statement, she called her boyfriend, and he came there. And so they're saying that he even wasn't there to see the things that he's saying that he saw. A lot of it is from hearsay or from people he heard or that she heard that was a little closer because some people were directly across the street in front of the sharks right there at the corner that they could have possibly seen more. But those people's statements or anything they saw is not on paper. It's only witness number 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 of the Hispanic couple. So we already witness number 1, child. In my mind, I'm X'd out. Okay. Because I already know we're not going to get the full truth. Witness number 2, I don't know about that statement either. I mean, I don't even know too much about it. Okay, that person. Uh, but witness number 3 and 4, like we at least see them on the aftermath video and can witness some things ourselves. They were actually there trying to tell who shot her and stuff like that. They saw her put the gun in the car and all of this. So one main thing, and we already talked about this a week ago, that they're going to try to discredit witness number 3 because her statement is one of the state's most powerful statements or witness. So with defense, that's the one that you're going to have to see about discrediting. That's a strategy. Okay. And I already brought some of this up, y'all, that this lady, she looks to discredit witnesses. She looks to flip. She has said in one of her testimonials, she was able to flip a witness. If there are no witnesses, then what? Okay, if if 3 and 4 decide this too much and they drop out, you only got 1 and 2 and 1. Okay, come on now. So things are strategic. Okay, they're strategic. So hey, all we can do is wait and see how all of this plays out, y'all. Our belief is that there will be justice for Romeca, and we're going to continue to stand on that. Now, what all comes out of this, I don't know how things, this will impact anything. I don't know. Carlos didn't want this to happen. He would have told Holly, don't go get that gun. Right. That's what we were saying earlier. Yep. He would tell her to get in that car, all of that. His ass wanted it to happen. He orchestrated the whole situation. Yeah. Because my thing is, if you're saying, oh, I miss my baby mama, or I hate that this happened, on September the 8th, those would have been some things you would have said. Like, don't do this. Okay. Let's talk this thing through. Put that gun up, girl. What the hell are you doing? Okay. Like those things, or heck are you doing? You would have said that on that day. Okay. You would have stepped in front of Romeca and said, girl, you ain't shooting her. Girl, what? This my son's mother. Okay. It would have been something like that. Let's see. She has none of the components for a self-defense claim. Romeca was unarmed. Holly did not have a gun on her. Holly did not meet force with force. Yes, I agree. Carlos shot her, gave her the gun, and then she. Ooh, now Deidre, we're not gonna put that out there, but we're gonna say allegedly. But we have definitely had that conversation in the past. We have definitely had that conversation in the past. Their plan went left real fast. Yep. Carlos should have got arrested for having blood all over him. Yes, exactly. It's crazy how that part of the fist bump and him saying self-defense, right, is nowhere to be found. I know. That is crazy. Cause I know I believe I saw that one too. But on the other footage, it's like he steps out of view when he walks over there. But then there's another video where you can see him go over there and do that. So whatever happened to those videos? So the courts have the footage of the fist bump. Okay. Long as they have it. That's what I thought too, because how would they say it happened if they didn't see proof? They argued for over 9 minutes. Wow. Just like the 9 seconds looking out the bus, 9 seconds is a long time if you count it out. It is. It really is. It's to bring reasonable doubt. That exactly. If you can get y'all, okay. The case in point with the Diddy trial. Now remember, Diddy was on trial for RICO, right? Now they had to prove that. Okay, the state had to prove that. Now, I must say that during that trial, I did not feel that the state was doing a good job of proving RICO. Okay. Even on the documentary, 50 Cent's documentary, when they had some of the jurors talking and they said that they did not find him guilty on the RICO, they even brought up that part about it just wasn't enough evidence and it presents doubt on the jurors' part. If you get a little doubt or them to be like, I don't know about that, then they're not going to go with it. Hence, they didn't find him guilty on that part. I clearly saw that for myself. With the evidence, and I'm not even a lawyer, how they were presenting this, they did not prove what they needed to prove. The jurors have the law in front of them. They cannot go on emotions as much as you want to. Whatever it outlines in that law is what they will have to go by. It is up to the state to approve all of that in order to get a conviction on that particular thing. If they don't come with it, with the evidence and enough proof and all of that to prove that it was first degree murder, then what? Okay. This is why we're saying it's critical that they come ready. Don't be lackadaisical. Do not miss deadlines. Make sure you are thorough on what you are doing. I'm not saying they not. I'm just saying it from a standpoint of, look, don't play with this. This is serious business. This is a high-profile case. And she deserves justice for on behalf of her son, her mother, her family, the community. People are watching this all over the world. Okay? And it should be their due diligence to go out and do the footwork. Some stuff not going to fall into your lap when it comes to stuff like this. Okay? You're going to have to be proactive and be about the business to get the evidence that you need and make sure it is a sealed tight case. Okay, that you know beyond a reasonable doubt and that you can prove that to that jury. That's what they're going to have to come up with. There's no dispute she shot her, and the science says how far away she was when she shot her. She didn't have a weapon. Those are the things that Ari can't argue. Oh, yeah, definitely. Can't argue that she was unarmed because she didn't have a weapon. Right. That's true. And the amount of force, too. Like, I mean, come on. She didn't have a weapon, but you went straight to a weapon for an unarmed woman. Even if she did slap or, land a punch or something like that, the amount of force is not equal, okay, that you use. Either way, Romeca's blood is on Holly's hands, literally and figuratively. Yes. And it will haunt her the rest of her life. The state has CTA footage they share with Ari, and supposedly it shows number three looking out the window for 9 seconds. Yes. Hey, I am that somebody. She said Carlos has a fixer. Olivia Pope. Nobody is buying anything he's saying. Not an Olivia Pope. Hey guys, child, the fist bump video will likely be used as part of the state's evidence that was taken down from the internet. Oh, possibly. That's possible. I know it happened. I'm here in Philly, and that's what made me start watching the case, the fist bump, and you can hear her repeat what he said self-defense. Thank you, Say Less. Okay, so y'all, we ain't crazy. Okay, Say Less is in a totally different state. And she said she even saw that part in the beginning. And I did too. I'm just trying to figure out what happened to those videos. So I'm glad that you shared that. Someone in a different state also saw it. Has anyone done an analysis on Cook County murder convictions? What is their record of successful convictions? Oh, that is a good thing, to look into. I might check that out. But I know some people were saying that they don't even get this far with a lot of cases, to be honest. Hey, Renita, greetings to you. Okay, that this is really even a big step that they even got this far. Now, the conviction rate, that's a good question. In Cook County, I'm not arguing with someone I'm scared of. I'm getting my baby out the car and walking back to the apartment. They remove them. Or I'm locking myself in the car with the windows up. Because if you're too scared to fight, but I don't believe she was out there trying to fight. Anyways, she was running late for work. Okay. You drop your child's lunch off. You already seeing somebody out here that you don't want to see because she obviously was not trying to see him. Okay. So then what would be my issue with you? If I'm not trying to see you, then why would I have an issue with her? I'm okay. So that didn't even make sense. Okay. So spilling the grits. I love your name. Spilling the grits said she's seen it in Arizona. Wow. And I'm telling y'all, a lot of people, it drew a lot of attention in the beginning because for one, that, and for another, him holding her allegedly in this chokehold. A lot of people were like, what? Like that got a lot of their attention too about the chokehold. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's see. Okay, so ChatGPT said they couldn't find any authoritative up-to-date published data specifically reporting the murder homicide conviction rate for Cook County, Illinois for 2025. However, it says the Cook County State's Attorney's Office publishes conviction rates for all adult felony cases, but not a publicly released specific murder only conviction rate for 2025 yet. Let me see if they have one for 2024. Okay, let me look for 2024. Okay, because that's a good question. All right, so General conviction rate data, all adult felony cases. So the Cook County State Attorney's Office publishes overall felony conviction statistics, but they don't routinely publish a dedicated murder specific conviction rate in public annual reports. The latest published data for 2023 show of the 16,665 adult felony cases filed in 2023, 12,815 resulted in convictions, which is a 77% conviction rate for cases prosecuted by the office. So, y'all, in 2023, they had a 77% conviction rate. When including all cases, 14,277 conviction outcomes represent an overall conviction rate of about 68%. Wow. Let's see here. Hmm. Okay, so the Cook County Medical Examiner reported 773 homicides in 2024, with the majority in the city of Chicago, down about 9% from 2023's total. This mortality data reflects raw death counts, not how many cases were charged, prosecuted, or convicted in court. Given common lag times in court processing, especially for serious cases like murder, many 2024 murder cases may still be pending trial or sentencing as early as 2026. Okay, so this is why I said that this was some favor in this case. The guy moved Romeca's case on up because, y'all, there are still some cases that's still pending. Okay, they have lag times. And so with her case, this just happened in September, and now we're moving along like this. That's a blessing, that is being looked into. So we're just praying, like I said, for full justice in this, and that there's definitely a conviction. The same day the shooting happened, it was here in Philly on Fox 29. I went on TikTok the same day and saw the fist bump as well. Okay. Remember, he nodded his head when he said self-defense and dabbed her. Yes, because I remember that, because I was like, well, why is he telling her that? If it was really self-defense, do you need someone telling you it's self-defense? No. So I was confused even back then. Now look at, we almost 4 months in. Now we see so much more since then. There are tons of cases that are never taken to trial here in Chicago, high profile cases. And if the family applies pressure, then you'll see justice. Right. That's what it looks like. I wish they could have got the Cabo 6 from the Shanquilla Robinson case, another Black queen. Yes, definitely. We still praying for justice for her too. Somebody hit my son car last night with his 11-month baby in a car. First thing he did was get the baby out the car in the cold. It's freezing out here in Philly, and he FaceTimed me with the baby. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. So are they okay? Oh my goodness. It is freezing, I heard. Hey D, good morning. Welcome. Hey Derica, thank y'all for joining. I'm sure that Pow Pow has cold case bodies attached to it related to Brody. Okay. Oh, really? He said that? Hence, okay. Me saying they need to find out, where did they get the weapon from? Where did she get it from? Okay. I hope they look into all of that. Wow. Did Holly state she shot her after she was read the Miranda? If not, can they throw out what was said beforehand? That's a good question. But I'm wondering, what did she say when she got to the police station? And did she ever say in that police report, she said she has a license to carry and a restraining order? Let me see if I can find that right quick. But did she ever say that she shot her? I mean, I know this is common sense, y'all. And we know that. I'm just wondering like, you know what I'm saying, the words that were used. Let me see. That's a good point. Thank you for your patience. Let's see. Through, because you know sometimes I kind of know what I'm gonna talk about, have everything ready, and then sometimes I don't have it ready, where I could just easily get to it. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Did she say it on here? I'm looking at it right quick, y'all. Okay. Arrestee related, not verbatim, to arresting officers that she was a concealed carry holder and she had an order of protection. Arrestee related the statements out of excited utterance and was pre Miranda. When arresting officers required about the location, firearm used via general on the scene question, arrestee related that it was located on the passenger floorboard of her black Chevrolet bearing Illinois plate number, blah, 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 legally parked on the side of the street. Hmm. So it doesn't show on this police report. Let me pull this up. Because I'm telling you, that lawyer that she has, they look for any inconsistencies, anything that the police department has missed. Oh my goodness. So it's like you got to go into details. Okay. So, y'all notice here at the top, kind of towards, yeah, after that second line of black, y'all see that second line of black right there. It doesn't show where she specifically said in this statement, okay, I shot her. Okay, or that she hit me and I shot her. It says she said, I'm licensed to carry, a concealed carry holder, and had an order of protection. She related the statements out of excited utterance and before or pre Miranda. Interesting. Romeca usually makes that U-turn, so why was Carlos parked there? Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, Barbara. Right. Okay. He knows her routines because he was up at the school. She said it. Okay. She already said it. Thanks for looking up conviction rates. You're welcome. Yeah, that was a very good thing to look into too. So I'm curious to know what was it last year. They haven't updated that data yet. Okay, let's see. There will be a conviction. Holly should have let go and let. I know that's right. She should have let go and let God when it came to Romeca because now she will spend the next 100 holidays in prison. Uh oh. Clock it. Okay. We wasn't shutting up since September the 8th, right? It's y'all, it will be 4 months the day after the hearing. Okay, hey Lakeisha, good morning. 4 months. Latte said Holly volunteered that information before they even read her rights. That can't be taken away. Mm-hmm. Wow. Hey, Spec. Holly made a statement after her rights were read, which is why they ruled it self-defense. Holly said Holly said she shot Romeca before the Miranda rights were stated. Well, according to this, they didn't put that part in here. I mean, y'all know we know, but it didn't specifically say she said she shot her. We heard the witnesses say she shot her. It says she had concealed carry. She's a concealed carry holder, and she had order of protection. I'm playing devil's advocate, y'all. Exactly, D. That's why I'm playing devil's advocate. Okay, which is why, based off of this police report, I need to know what she said when she got to the police station. This doesn't give me enough details. Okay, this does not give me enough details. I need to know what was stated when she got down to the police station. How did she say this all happened and why? Oh, yeah. It means before her rights were read. Yes. Holly did give the chance to say the Miranda rights. She had already stated she had a license to carry and restraining orders. The witnesses told the police, yes, that's what I'm saying, Lakeisha. And it looks like Carlos didn't tell on her either. Okay, he didn't say she shot her because they were looking for somebody else, child. Okay, it was the witnesses who originally all pointed her out. That's when the cops went over during that video and arrested her. Y'all bringing up some good points. Look, we doing some footwork. Okay, we looking into stuff. Hey, Sienna, welcome. The Popo went over to Holly and she was fussing with the witnesses. Right. She was. Right. Okay. It will be a celebration. I agree that she had to make a statement during interrogation. I wonder if she specifically stated exact leopard luggage travel. Girl, you going with me. Okay. Me and you, we see each other. Okay. Because look, child, I'm trying to see all of this too. Okay, she said, I wonder if she specifically stated she shot her because I can't understand why the charge said she or another person shot Romeca. I was curious about another person, what that meant in that document. Oh my goodness. You bringing up valid points. Right, Pooh girl? Exactly. You better clock it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Be proactive and be ready for that type of thing. That's all we're saying. We're not speaking against it. Oh, justice won't be served, or that the state won't win or anything like that. What we're saying is make sure, okay, you prepare for those types of things happening, or them looking into the little details or little mistakes, or you miss a deadline, or those types of things. You got to know who you're working with. Okay, you got to make sure that you prepare for the discrediting of witnesses. Okay, have you gotten all of that information? Like, we're not telling them how to do their jobs. We're just having a conversation, kind of talking some of this through. Just be ready. What was this about? Romeca being listed as a Jane Doe at the morgue. Her purse with ID should have been on the scene. Carlos could have given her name. Wasn't her name in the police reports on the scene. Ooh, that's good too. We were wondering about that. Like, because usually when you driving, I would think that she would have had a purse in the car and they would have gotten that information from that too. That's a good point. Do the tape show when Carlos and Holly first got there and how long they were there? Yes, that's what I'm waiting to see too. It should. The podcast footage. She didn't deny that she pow-powed her. She responded with the license to carry and that spill. Oh, something else, y'all. Something else I wanted to bring up. And y'all, hey, let me know, because especially if you are from Chicago, okay? Especially if you are from Chicago. I thought that the shot spotter cameras were no longer operating. Those are the ones that operate with sound, okay? Because the city, the mayor did not want those any longer, and that they were looking for a new vendor, okay? That's what I thought. But it seems as though this new footage is coming out is saying that the cameras came on when it heard some shots. Well, pod cameras don't operate on sound. So where's the, I guess, like, where is this coming from now? Because I thought that those cameras were no longer being used by the city, that there was a whole court situation with that there in Chicago. Phaedra Parks Jr. Not Phaedra Parks Jr. just playing with that woman's money. When the police were putting her handcuffs, that's when Carlos went over there and bumped fists and said it was self-defense, right? Court is next Wednesday. We will see how this go, and I pray for Romeca's family that day. Me too. It was all before Miranda rights. Yes. In the second report Keys posted in her statement, she said she shot her and it was the first time she met her. Okay, so that's in the second report. Okay. Got it. Carlos had them cops looking across the street. Right. They were looking everywhere, down the street, across the street. Would self-defense mean I shot her, though? If they want to say she didn't, wouldn't it just be I don't do this? Right. Or something like that. I'm just wondering, we're just trying to think ahead what could be a technicality, a possible technicality with some of this. For the simple fact, the reason I bring that up is now, okay, is the witness didn't see that. No one saw her with the gun and all of this stuff. Like, but didn't she say she shot her? So now I'm like, well, did she say she shot? It got me looking into stuff. Okay. We questioning, did anybody see it? Okay. These people were too far across the street. Okay. Did they see it? Because y'all know, what was that movie, My Cousin Vinny, when that lawyer was trying to, knock out, you didn't really see it was him because you didn't have glasses. Like they look deep into things. Okay, how could you see across the street? Well, where your glasses at that day? Okay, how could you hear across the street? Because it was traffic. It was all this traffic going down the street. Okay, it's to present some doubt. Okay, that is the whole motive. And as a defense attorney, rightfully so, that is your job. That's your job to present that. Okay. So that's one thing, we're just trying to be proactive and think about something. So that's probably why Carlos is trying to cover right. He's trying to cover his ass. Okay. And saying, I miss Romeca because he knows he's been added. That's what I'm saying. At some point, you're going to be on the scene, bro. Okay. We done seen you at the aftermath, if nothing else, on these videos. The way you're wording everything is like you didn't do anything during this whole event. Like you're invisible. You didn't touch nobody. You didn't go fist bump nobody. You just was hanging out somewhere. Okay. But the cameras are going to show like the totality of what was happening there at that corner. The way he was flinging, yes, touching folks. Exactly. Shout out to Spec for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. The Sharks video shows Holly and Los in the black truck at 8:30. How long it take to get yourself into a Chevy Cruze, right? How long did that take? Okay, if you're just driving across the street. See, that's the part that we're trying to figure out what happened in between this 8:30 of them coming across the street to Romeca making this U-turn and then her pulling over. What were they out there doing during that time? 9 minutes. That's what they said, but I wouldn't believe a camera sitting there and not doing nothing. Right. I think all her stuff was in her car, but at the point, the EMT was trying to get her to the hospital. Oh, at that time. Okay. You have to remember in the first video, he was going through her thing. Yep, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what I was taking, during that time. If something was taken, I can't. Like I said, it's fuzzy on that part. We do see him bending down, trying to get at something. I don't know for sure. Now, unless they have like a clear camera view or something, then but that part I'm not sure what was taken, because at one point we were like, where's her phone? Okay, do they still have that in evidence? The witnesses never changed their stories, right? If you can remember, I said Carlos wanted the cops to think somebody else shot her until the lady said something. Yes. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Thank y'all so much. If the witnesses didn't see Holly use the gun, how did they know to say she was the shooter? That lawyer is fishing in an empty pond. Okay. And they saw her put it back into the car. Regardless of why she did it, she put it back into the car. Okay. And you didn't show it readily to officers when they came up on the scene. To us, that makes it look like you were trying to hide it. Okay. If Carlos is asked to testify, can he plead the fifth? Yeah. He can plead the fifth. That would be his right to do so. The witnesses said she had run around the car and got her gun. The witness said her and Romeca locked eyes. She saw that Romeca was scared, and Romeca tried to get away from both of them. Yeah, she did say that. They did remove the spot cameras here, but there are other cameras in place. Okay. But those cameras don't just come on because of shooting, right? I thought that was the point of the shot spotter cameras, is when they would hear gunshots, they would pop on and capture it. So that's what it's being made to look like, is some shot spotter camera popped on because it heard gunfire. But I thought that those cameras were taken away. You see what I'm saying? That's weird that that's coming up again. Other witnesses stated on the video that she got the gun right there, in her hand. And another witness said that bee is crazy. Right. She went and put the pow back in the car. Yes. Okay. So regardless, someone saw something. Okay. When they were walking up, they saw her. They saw her with the gun still in her hand. Okay. Then she's running to put it up. It just looks suspicious. She never changed. Now he says he misses Romeca. Why be might be going down. He might be going down. Yeah. She said, "Don't give him no more ideas." Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Look, I ain't trying to show our hand too much. Okay, we thinking through stuff though. I know that much. Oh my goodness! It sounds like Ari is saying that the incident wasn't caught on camera, along with trying to discredit the witnesses that gave statements. But two things can exist at the same time, shot from a distance. Yes, that's what I'm getting from this too. Definitely discrediting the witnesses. And then also, if a camera, and see, this is the part that's going to make me mad. And like, I'll be trying to think people doing stuff. Okay. If a camera caught Romeca making a U-turn, then that camera, what would prevent a camera from continuing to roll? Why would it capture all of that part and not everything? It should have captured everything. And if there was a slap, okay, or a punch to her face, him holding her, if that happened, okay, the shooting, it should show all of that on the pod camera footage, not just bits and pieces. Why would it turn off and then come back on? Come on now. Now, also, y'all, this was another reason why we knew that there was not a fight. Remember, during the 911, the logs, it said that because they had called in on 911 that there was a fight. Okay. Police were going around looking for a fight, but they could not find a fight. Okay. Somebody was sending them on a wild goose chase. But then they said they were looking at pod camera footage and they could not find footage of a fight. So we've been knowing this since months ago that there was no fight. We already knew that. Okay. It wasn't on the pod camera footage, but it does show that they have footage. So everything should show on the footage. Okay, pleading the fifth can be used to suggest guilt by a jury in some situations, so it's tricky. Okay. I believe Brody helped with the unaliving. I really hope the trial they trailed that CCL to see if she went through the proper channels, because I think she got it via someone she knows. The family has a whole table of pew pews posted on social media. Right, Spec? That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I would look into all of that. Where was it obtained, that license? Where did you get that gun? All of that. I'm not sure if it's like out here, but we no longer have our Shot Spotters cams either. But what it really means is the feed isn't live. So they'd have to go back through the footage manually. I think that's what is happening. Yes. I think that's what they're doing. Okay. That's a good point. Is going through manually and putting timestamps together. That's what I think they're doing. Thank you for that. Hey, Dreamy Girl. Hey, sis. Well, we know witness number one is definitely not credible. Okay. Right.
We're going to be late.
He's not going to plead the fifth, because if he does, they're going to know what he's trying to hide, that he's trying to hide something. Then they'll go for him. That camera captured it all. Ari just closed her eyes and pressed fast forward. Not press fast forward. Big facts, OV, you are right. If the camera saw the first part, unless it's a panning camera, it should have caught every bit of the incident. Exactly. I don't think it can be thrown out because they didn't ask her anything. She just yelled it out. Yeah, she did. She did yell it out. They both got it on them. Let's see. Regardless of her having a valid CCL, it still doesn't give her rights to unalive someone that is not a threat to you when you have a gym trainer out there on your side, girl. Okay. What was he doing in the middle of that? I mean, that just brings us back to all this posting right now about you hate that this happened and all of this. Like, we're just wondering, where was that energy back on the 8th? That's all. Like, this did not have to happen like this. It really didn't. There were multiple things that could have been done to de-escalate to the point where Holly did not have to shoot Romeca. Yeah, where was the imminent danger? Okay. If you're there, and then if she had to go back to the car and get it, okay, that's time in between too. Let's not forget the blood is also on Holly. Yeah, on her shoes and pants. Right. The judge should know that the witness is not going to just make up a lie on people that they don't even know. And that's, yeah, because that's my thing. What would be the point in that? Okay, these people don't know Romeca. They don't know Carlos or Holly. So what would have been, oh, let me go after this guy. I'm about to lie on him. I'm about to lie on this girl. Like, what would be the motive in trying to lie on them or her or him? Really? Because they also said he had her in a chokehold. Okay. And it was other stuff said too by the Hispanic guy, her boyfriend, about trying to kidnap. Okay. He even said he shot her at one point. So it was other statements out there being made too. But those statements are not captured. He wasn't put into handcuffs that day. Footage could have been on the movable bus, which may have moved from the scene when the pow pow started. And that's true. Exactly, because the judge saw the fist bump, and I believe they saw the entire video, period. Right. Hey, Tasha, good morning. I believe that too. People supporting Holly must have never lost a loved one to gun violence. Hmm. Whoever she was talking to on the phone needs to, yes, Latte, I said that too, girl. Whoever she was talking to on that phone, they need to be questioned too, because what did she tell them? Why didn't they tell you to go to call the police? Yes, they're going to see all of that evidence. Holly is guilty. Anyone who does something in self-defense will tell the authorities before others could. Yes, exactly. That's my point. You would have been the first one. See, I'm gonna be telling on myself. Okay. I'm baby. If I had to defend myself and shoot someone, child, let me go ahead and tell on myself. I did it. Okay. I did it. I had to. Felt like my life was in danger. Here's my card. Here's my weapon. Okay. You got to be ready for that. But she did not say any of that. She stood there on the entire time of this video and did not utter a word. She's standing like she just a witness looking on with everybody else. And it wasn't until the witnesses yelled things out and that she did it. Let's see. She was trying to blend in. Yes, blend in with the crowd. Yep. And they would not be quiet. The people who support her probably have lost a person and don't care. I'm sure they took her phone to check who she was talking to because it sure wasn't 911. I hope that they did, Stacy. I mean, would they have though? I mean, what reason would they have done that in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? Now, unless they're trying to say you didn't abide by the protocols of, having this gun license and the things you're trying to do, and she tries to lie and say, well, I called 911, then they could subpoena that phone and then, hey, look and see who she was on the phone with. Now, unless they're getting her phone just to look through possible text messages, given or so forth. I mean, how thorough? That's a good question. How thorough have they been in stuff like that? You see what I'm saying? That's something we're thinking about. But did she ever mention the person she was talking to? Or say I was talking to such and such right before, y'all came up, and then okay, well, we need to talk to that person. Now, if they don't know about such and such that she was on the phone with, then they wouldn't have had a reason to say, let us talk to this person, because how would they have known? Rhonda, she only spoke up because the crowd, she was watching and talking on the phone. Yes. Carlos told her to stay and don't say nothing. Yeah, he probably did. He said, be quiet. He was telling that it was somebody they looking down the street. Holly should have told the police because she needs to get her truth out before anyone else. Yes. Right. Yes, we did hear that too. Punching with the other hand while you had her in a chokehold. Holly didn't look like she was in a fight because Romeca would have dragged her weekend. Yes, that hair would not have been in a bun. Okay. So we already knew it wasn't a fight. Okay. That part, baby, we knew that months ago. Okay. The witness statement was so detailed. If she couldn't hear, how would she know on the scene she just dropped the son off or that they both have babies? Holly clearly doesn't have the good sense God gave her. They should have taken her phone because they take everything when you're arrested. Yeah, they probably took it though. That statement might be from what Carlos was telling them before they realized Holly did it. Mm. Yeah, because at one point on one of the police reports, you have it happening down the street in front of his place. Okay. Like, what in the world? Let me see. What was it? Let me see if I have it. I was like, when did that happen? The neighbors, you had all this whole narrative about the neighbors this and what? Now, where's that footage? Let me see if I can find it. It's too much. It's just be honest. Okay, if anything, just be honest. Just tell what happened. Why do we have to go through all these different scenarios? This possibly happened. This possibly happened. Like, it's just crazy. It's really crazy. But I just can't wait to see all this evidence. Okay. I think this is it. Oh, okay, I found it. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Okay. So, do y'all remember this one? This was another narrative. Oh my God. This was in the autopsy report. Okay. This is why people have been so confused because there's been so many different stories going out. Now, this was said on September the 8th at 10:12 hours. This is when the doctor, let's see, I'm going to skip some of that. Oh, okay. I'm gonna skip that. That's just y'all can read it on your own. But I'm gonna go down to paragraph 3. Paragraph 3. Per Officer Vera, okay, witnesses on the scene reported that Blackman came to the residence of her child's father. What witnesses said that? Was it a witness number 1? Oh, okay, probably. Okay. Said that she had originally came to the residence of her child's father and the father's female significant other, trying to put out there like they were living together, which is Holly. Okay. Blackman began arguing with the female significant other, which escalated to Blackman battering her. Okay. So then that's when they were saying that she was fighting Holly. Okay. Which is not true. The female significant other then took out a firearm and shot Blackman once in the chin and once in the thigh. Now, that part was true. Okay, that part was actually true. Now, notice right here, it doesn't still to this day, y'all. We still waiting on this information to be put out there, revealed. Okay, when we keep hearing that she took out the weapon, we still don't know where it was. Even if you say, oh, she had it on her, where? Where was it? Nobody has ever said where. Even in this report, it just magically, she takes it out. From where? Did she take it out of a car? Did she take it off of her? It just says she took out a firearm. Okay? Never a specific location in none of these reports. Okay, then it says neighbors reported hearing 5 total gunshots. Well, it could have been 5. It was only 5 rounds. Okay, and one was a live round. Maybe he forgot No. Three was shot. Three was shot. And one. So how did they get five? I'm still trying to understand. It wasn't five. You see how we going back to this stuff and it really don't make sense after other stuff that came out since then? Oh, it's exhausting. Okay. It was still a live round. We still don't know where that other bullet went. Only two actually hit Romeca. Where did the other bullet go? And it was one live round still in the chamber. This is when emergency services were notified and discovered black men lying in the middle of the street with the multiple apparent gunshot wounds. Police confirmed the female significant other offender was currently in custody. Approximately 3 shell casings were located on the scene, and the suspected firearm used in the incident was recovered by police. Apparent blood was noted on the car parked by the residents. Wait, huh? Whose car? Which one of the cars? And what happened with this blood that was noted on the car? The police confirmed the reports because the incident was captured on video by police pod camera. Okay. I'm still trying to understand the person who wrote this report. How did you say that when it didn't even happen by his house? I was confused by that. You said you verified this and it was on podcast footage, but it didn't happen by his house. So I'm still confused on that. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. I'm sure they checked her phone simply because she claimed Roe threatened her via phone since they don't know why she stopped. I'm sure they checked both phones to make sure he didn't call her there. Yep, I'm hoping they did. She didn't do any of the things they teach you in her Pow Pow class. Nope. She didn't even need ambulance when they asked her if it was a fight. Right. Don't forget Brody was the, thank you, Derica Clockett. He was the original suspect. Okay, I would never forget that. When I read that, I said, wait a minute. The suspect had been captured in black and red. And I was like, who was in black and red? Child, the only one on the scene in black and red. They originally thought it was him. Now, what happened to get the attention off of him? I don't know. How it got off of him. I don't know if that was during the time when he started telling them it was somebody else down the street that took off. I don't know. But they originally, on the walkie, said that they had gotten the shooter who was wearing black and red. We know Holly is not, she has the black jacket on, but she doesn't have on red. Okay. It wasn't a fight because the witnesses would have saw it. Yeah, if it was self-defense. But after they got phone numbers, that's when they probably started checking. I pray they get this right too. Okay? I'm telling you, I pray they get it right. They are not going to put all the evidence out because in trial people will change their stories more than they are doing now. Exactly. Not C. Diddy. Now, wait, I haven't seen that nickname before. C. Diddy, a.k.a. Carlos, used Holly like a ventriloquist dummy. It's him who was operating through Holly to get her to stalk and be obsessed with Romeca because his big little ego couldn't take rejection. Ooh, woo! You said a whole mouthful. Okay? You said a mouthful. Possibly she was told if she had paperwork together, if Roe tried her. Oh, yeah, definitely that. She could use self-defense if she killed her. Yep, that's exactly what she did. You could tell how confident she is even after the fact. Yeah, I believe she was told that. They already tried to have all that in the works. Because I guess he forgot that he went to the school, but he forgot she wasn't shot at his house. Exactly. And then to have that in this autopsy narrative, if she wasn't shot at his house, how did she get up the street from his house to the crime scene? Thank you. So I don't even know, and they need to go back and check this out with this Officer Vera. Wait a second. What was the other lady name? Oh, that better not be that same lady that lost her life. Hold up. What was the other lady's name? The other officer that just lost her life? I think it was Rivera. Let me look right quick. Child, let me look right quick. What was that lady's name? Oh, it was Officer Rivera. But that's definitely close. Child had me nervous. I was like, is that same lady that just lost her life to some CPD officer? Oh my gosh. I wonder, is that the same lady? And they put Vera and not Rivera. Child, that's too close for me. I'm going to keep going. Oh my God, because y'all know that there was a CPD officer that shot a fellow officer recently. This just took place. I did a whole live on it. Oh my gosh. That just got me when I saw that. I was like, wait, is that the one that just lost her life too? Because I was like, this Officer Vera, they need to look into this report that she got. I don't know. Two hit Romeca. The third one went somewhere. The fourth was jammed. Yeah, we don't know where that third one. We don't know where the third one went. Okay. Somebody said possibly in a tree. That witness needs to be locked up for lying. That's a shame, and consequences need to happen for. Hello. To me, it's giving witness one. Okay. To me, it's giving witness one. We need to know which witness gave this statement. Okay. It's giving witness one statement. His sneakers were soaked. Yes, exactly. That's sad. You think they can? Oh, they can't find that bullet because they lied about the angle where she was shooting from. Holly is going to get another 20 years added because that extra shot went off in the community. Ooh. And all these kids, y'all, some of these kids were going to school because we had kids there on the scene. Okay, with their backpacks and making their way to school. Oh my gosh. Thank God none of them were taken out, you know? He probably still got them. Ooh, Rhonda, that's sick. And you are probably right, too. You are probably right. And I guess he took her back to the crime scene in the street. So I guess the security guard didn't hear Romeca stop when her tires make the noise. Right. So that means all this stuff was a lie. If it happened, come on now. That's when Holly started screaming about her CCL. That girl was a lot closer when she started firing that pow pow. I think so too. Also, Gretchen. At first, I don't think they thought it was anyone else. See, I don't think they planned on it being people that would speak up. Okay, that this was supposed to probably be like open shut. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna, tell this was self-defense. Romeca pulled up on us. Blah 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 blah. Little did they know the video was going to go viral. Okay, high camera footage out there. Witnesses started actually speaking up. Now, those two main witnesses, because they're not saying too much about witness two, they're trying to really discredit. So this could have flown. This is probably the first little thing that came out because we were hearing that in the beginning. Oh, Romeca was at his house. We were hearing all of this in the beginning. Okay, she shot her over there. Then we were like, wait, that's not where he lives. There's no apartment right there, nowhere to stay on the corner right there. So then the story started changing. How did Holly get all that blood on her hand? Yes, exactly. Definitely the hands. If she was shooting from a distance, that is one of the $1 million questions. So they wanted her to be at his house so they can pull this off. Yes. But she was late and she could not come to his house. This is why they tried to put her in the car to place her at the house. Ooh, you just said a mouthful. Okay? Because there was blood on the car. So then they would need to look into the position of where that blood was. What side was the blood? Okay? Yes, because it would have looked even more like self-defense. And okay, think about this. Not just self-defense for Holly in this particular case. It would also be like self-defense to cover his behind too. Okay? To cover him too. Because see, right now, Holly has to say self-defense. You know, she has to restraining order, blah, 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 blah. She getting her baby into the car and all of this. Well, what would be your defense? Okay, if they come after you. She wasn't at your house. But see, if it had taken place at his house, it could be like she was coming for both of us. So we both about to hide under this self-defense claim. You had to shoot her though, because you're the one that can legitimately have a license to carry and the restraining order you already got. Okay, so you took her out, but it protects both of us, if that makes sense. See, over here, now, this is why it's so much to make himself look like this like victim, or I'm missing her, you know, because now it make me look away because I'm out here, y'all saying I had her in a chokehold, you know, I didn't stand up for her, I let this happen. What's his defense if they start coming for him? And that if it shows he had something to do with it. Yes, more of this story is going to come out. Yes, that officer needs to be checked out all the way because someone typed up a bold-faced lie. Exactly. Yeah, I did hear that the car was towed. I don't know. Someone definitely told her to get a paper trail. If you take self-defense classes in my state, they tell you to correctly document each incident and make police reports. Wow. And what happened to her police reports? With all of this going on, there should be a paper trail of that as well. Did you report all of that? Okay. Ain't no telling who's working with them, but there's probably going to be some of the officers locked up also. Ooh. Okay. Parents might also press charges. Witness one gave two conflicting statements, right? Just like Holly and her grandmother gave two conflicting stories about that phone call. They are some conflicting people. Not some conflicting people. Okay. Oh my God. They thought it was just going to be the people that they put in place to take. Exactly. Right. Gretchen been watching this thing. She been clocking everything. Maybe Officer Vera is one of Carlos's gym buddies because clearly they weren't on 21st State. That's probably who Carlos was talking to. That's what I'm wondering. Is it someone that they know? And is Vera a first name or part of a last name? I'm just wondering. Because this looks very suspect. And not only did, see, this goes deeper because if you think about it, this officer, not only is it a bold-faced lie, but they said that they verified it and confirmed it through pod camera footage. So that's a double lie. Okay, that's double. Oh, okay. Wow. Witness number one. Okay. Made two different statements because a liar can't remember their lie. Yeah, exactly. They can't. That's what I'm saying. We'll see what comes out next. What else is he gonna tell? Okay, and then you're gonna find another conflict. It's like it's crazy. God isn't done yet. It's still a burning ram in the bush. There's a witness nobody knows about. The state didn't come with first degree for fun. Come on and clock that. It's not for fun. We're not playing games. Like on what was that? Was it next Friday? With Cat Williams. He said, I don't do this for play. This is not for fun. Cat Williams had me tickled on that part. She had to take one for the team. Uh-oh. Come on, Latte. I never knew that it takes an hour to. Okay, girl, an hour? What in the world were you doing with that baby? Okay. That's a good point. Exactly. You call and threaten my grandma. I'm sending the police. Yeah. Where are those police reports? If you threaten my life, baby, and I had to get a whole restraining order, I am calling the police to report everything. So it will be documented. Okay? None of that happened. None of it. It's crazy work. So now here we are. Unfortunately. So y'all, the next court date is coming up on next Wednesday, on the 7th of January, 2026. We will definitely be tuned in to that, hear what things come of this. Oh my gosh. This is, y'all, it's like to the point where you feel like a nervousness. Each court date that's coming up is like a nervous feeling. Like you're not even the one that's in trouble, but you just have like this feeling, where you just get nervous. So we're praying that all goes well. We'll find out more details though at this next one. They were building the car seat, not building the car seat. Okay, before they had to put the baby in. Remember, he was working out with some police officers in that gym. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for the court date on January 7th so we can find out more. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I don't think so. I don't think it'll be on Zoom. I wish. That would be nice. We're about to get ready. That would definitely be nice so we could all hear what's going on. Y'all, I really wish Court TV would pick this up. So that we could have more, because they allow those type of places in there, or those not places, but those channels and so forth, so we could get it live. You know how like they just did Sakina Thompson. Court TV showed all of that, with the trial and so forth. So I'm hoping that we could just get live footage of inside the courtroom. That would be really good. Third-party threats are not something that Texas would have honored. I don't know, because I had an incident like that. Oh, wow. See? And that's a good point. That's a very good point. They do that homework and footwork on that part. Okay? That's something to think about. Is that something to consider when looking in the validity of that restraining order? Okay? How was it obtained? Was it everything legit? And so forth. That's something that they're going to have to look into. Okay. But that was all that I had for today. Shout out to Philly Girl Juice, Melinda, That One, and Spec for being sponsors for today's live. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I tried to star all of them. If you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cash App, or buy a coffee. Also, the like button is for free. You too, Nutra. I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Nutra or Nutra? I'm trying to make sure I say it right. Ain't nobody called Holly Granny like her. Not the Granny life. Okay. I believe that it was said that Carlos's sobriety was questionable on the scene. So is he a credible witness? Right. Because they didn't even put sober next to his. Okay. And then remember, the witness said that when he got out of the truck, he had this look in his eye. like a mischievous look in his eye and so forth, like he up to something. I don't know. Come the 7th, we will know if that little she devil will either take a plea or take that ish to trial. Okay. Not in Mr. Big's voice. Y'all silly. Y'all are silly. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. But thank y'all so much for tapping in this morning. Shout out to Ray Mel for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Okay, Nutra. See, thank you. I like to get people's names right. I'm glad I said that. Thank you for correcting that. Okay, so Nutra. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. And shout out to all the mods in the building, Dreamy Girl, Shelly Shells, and Latte. Thank you, ladies, so much. Her Lori will do a few more tricks before they talk, please. Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking that too. I don't think it's gonna be like let's take a plea deal this soon. No. Carlos, come outside. We're not gonna jump you. She said, "Come outside. We're not gonna jump you." Oh my God, Rhonda, I just like to have fun. I know we addressing some serious things. Thank you, Latte. When we are addressing something serious like this, I try to lighten up some of the mood on some things because, I mean, y'all, ooh, your nerves just, ooh, with all of this, man. Shout out to Quadre, still in the building, hanging out with us. But y'all, I'm really like just praying for justice to be served. Um, I take this whole thing seriously. Anytime we are like looking at the pictures and so forth, when he shared those pictures, it just really, really puts things into perspective. Like Romeca is gone, and her son has to live with that. So, oh Lord, her mom and so forth. So and yesterday I didn't want to go live because I had so many different emotions after hearing all the other stuff. And it was just like, I reached out to Dee, was kind of talking to her about some of my feelings on some of it. And I'm like, man, like, ooh, this is crazy. So we just want the best. It's like we want the best for her family and for them to have some sense of closure on this as well. Because they already have to go through grief. Okay. Then you're going through a fight for justice at the same time, which is a very public thing. So that's extra hard. Okay. That's extra hard. So we see these different pictures of her, pictures with her family and things like that. That is a trigger. Yeah, you have to laugh to keep from crying sometimes. That's a trigger to her family and to us that have been, fighting for justice and bringing awareness and talking about this for almost 4 months. Like, how dare you? Where was that energy back on September the 8th? Okay. Why are you deleting Facebook, social media posts, and going extra hard for people who are innocent? Exactly. Exactly. And if you haven't been charged with anything, I would definitely be quiet. I wouldn't be out here talking about nothing, trying to make myself look like nothing. If I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, I didn't have anything to do with this. It is what it is as far as with Holly. But y'all not about to make me feel guilty when I know I didn't do anything. You should be secure in that. If you know you really did not have anything to do with none of this, that you really hated that this happened, that you really could not have stopped this from happening, that's another thing. But could it have gone another way that day? Did this really have to happen like it did? Only you know that in your heart. I wonder how her family feels hearing him say he loved and miss her. Probably was cussing him out behind the scenes. Okay, this nigga. Okay, and then not even sitting thank you, God. This is something I wanted to read too from Facebook. And he not even sitting with her family. You hated that this happened, but you not even over there sitting with her family in support of her getting justice. Make that make sense. Okay. But someone, Shay, her name is Shay on Facebook, she made a post and she showed this picture that he posted. And it said, that he posted with him and Romeca on the horses. And it says, and I bet on this day, she never imagined the man she was bonding with, smiling with, and trusting would later be connected to her death. Never imagined that someone who claimed to love her will one day have her blood on his hands and show no remorse. That's the part that hurts the most. Justice for Romeca. Okay? And I really, really um, echo those sentiments. Hey, M. Fleming, welcome. Okay, the prosecutors ain't new to this. They're true to this. Come on, Neutral, give us hope. Okay? Come on now. I got screenshots where Romeca posted on Facebook. Okay. Keep them, sis. Because in case, look, the state needs more evidence. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got something they can see. Okay. Stay grounded on the right side, the side that sees the light, Quadre. We will get you right over her, right over here. Just be good. You got this. Yeah, just keep telling truth. Oh, my son stepped on a bag. It popped. Oh my God, that was loud. Yes, y'all, let's throw up the pink hearts for justice for Romeca. Yes, 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 y'all. That is what we are praying for. That God will grant justice in this next hearing, which is next week. Allegedly, the extortion he got on him is going to cover some of her people too. If she take it to the trial, she's going to get those 100 holidays she thought she was going to have in matching outfits with Carla, not with him. Okay. Oh, you did, Stephanie? Oh, I hope they will. Now, that would be good. I like how they cover it too. What's the other one? Law and Crime? Yes. We need court TV there. We need Law and Crime there because I love the way that they do their coverage. I can follow it. They are detailed and thorough in it as well. I think that Distortion also covers some of Holly's. Oh, okay. That was planned. Okay. Yeah, be safe out there. She got it off of him when she yelled out she has a CCL. Yes, exactly. Sometimes guilt will make you open your eyes. Guilt will take you out of here. It is no joke. Guilt will wear you down until you come out with the truth. Come on now. That's really good. That's true. Mark my words. This will be a Lifetime movie. Even in death, they couldn't steal her light. Say it again. And I could see this being a Lifetime movie. I really can. Yeah. Hey, Raynell, good morning. Hey, Terry, welcome. Yeah, I could see it being a Lifetime movie. Wow. I hope Carlos gets no sleep. I don't believe Holly is losing any sleep because she has no remorse. No, I don't think so. She not losing sleep. Some people, I mean, they feel justified, even if it seems wrong to some. Some people in their minds, they convince themselves that what they did was right. I mean, that's what I've seen with some. So you just got to let people have that. However, they have to deal with the guilt. Hey, we know one judge, okay, that saw it all, that's in charge of it all, and the consequences that come with those actions. Remember, I said justice looks different in every situation. If justice is not we served here in a courthouse, baby, we know where justice will definitely be served. Okay, you definitely reap what you sow. We are believers in that. She does not get off scot-free whatsoever. They both had blood on their hands, literally and figuratively, if you think about it. Okay? Hey, Shawty Red, Happy New Year. Yes. Did anyone mail Holly? Oh, mail her and y'all petty. Somebody said Mail her letter saying I would never, and put different things in there. Y'all silly. Okay. That if they do make movies, look, they make a Lifetime movie, y'all might be y'all might be in it. The supporters that stand, okay, that was speaking out every day, y'all. We have reached almost month 4. Okay. This, I'm telling you, is definitely, and not something to just like say, not saying it in a way to make a movie and make money. No, about her life and what came of this. These are things that we see on Lifetime. Okay, but they are real life stories. Like, it is crazy that you would think that this thing could happen like this. Some pictures of Romeca and her son and family with the song "Your Love Is So Beautiful." Oh, okay, let me write that down. I can't find a pen when I need one. Okay, so it's called Michael Bolton. Okay. It's called Your Love Is So Beautiful. Okay. I've never heard of it, but I'm pretty sure I can find it. We sure can. She's probably singing In My Dream. Okay. Oh my goodness. BET. Oh, wait. BET or Better Not Touch the Movie. Look, I was thinking you saying BET, like the entertainment station. For my man. Oh my goodness. Now that would be, hey, that's true too. They have those stories where these people do these crazy stuff crazy stuff on behalf of their men. That is so true. That's another show too. Oh, child, this is just, this is crazy. Well, I love y'all, and I thank each and every one of y'all for being here today. Shout out to the members that are lit up in green. I appreciate all of your support. They thought that her light would be dim, but it's brighter and stronger now. Come on now. Let's light up the chat with Justice for Romeca. Put those pink hearts in the chat. And we are out of here. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like, share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.